Right, this is the first time I've done
It's
this.
not true.
This is all new
Nope.
to me.
Nope. 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 Nope.
But I'm celebrating my 11th second anniversary of starting
Mm.
to stream live on the YouTubes
We
and
only
things.
celebrate 11 minutes, 11 hours. So you can have a slight
Oh,
celebration then, but we're not going to celebrate 11 seconds. Uh,
okay, fine. Be that way. You're so bossy. I don't like you.
what do you thank you? What do you think the limit is for a YouTube stream to stay? It looks like about doing 11-year live. But what do you think? Like, could you stay live for a week on YouTube and just keep streaming?
I don't know. I think I've seen like 24-hour
Yeah,
streams
yeah,
and 48-hour streams, but
definitely.
I don't know if they have to restart. Like, I don't know if it kicks you out.
There must be an extremeness because you do like a 10-day stream. You just because there are I mean, it's not necessarily on YouTube, but there are streamers who, have a camera pointed at their bed and their room, and it's just passive life people. But they're like
Yeah.
security cameras, and there's obviously pro Twitch, you know. Uh, but those are a thing, and it's like what?
Yeah, I don't know how that works exactly.
Yeah, most people on like 7 hours, which is quite a while. I think I want you to do a 24-hour stream, and it's like, oh god.
It would be fun.
I mean, our time zones would help because we usually take a 7. I could sleep for 7 hours, then we could do that without doing much in terms of no, so no, we just each day wait for 16 hours and then could do it. Just a little bit
Oh,
of planning.
yeah. There is no time limit, but YouTube can only archive the last 12 hours. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Okay, so there's no like on-demand video if you don't stop it every 12 hours. Interesting. Hmm.
Makes sense. Makes
Yeah, so
sense.
basically it's got like a buffer zone, buffer time, and then it lingers within that. Interesting.
Dan Ben says the longest official uninterrupted live stream on YouTube was 624 hours, 37 minutes, and 55 seconds long, archived by Zijing Luyang Electric Vehicle Company
All
Limited
right.
from August 16th to September 11th of 2022. But
Right.
why? Why was this a live stream? What did they
Because they
stream?
could. Because
Interesting. We,
they.
we should set a world record. We could get our Trekyards in the Guinness Book of World Records.
we-
Possibly.
Yeah, that's a smart play.
It is.
Oh dear. Would be interesting to do like a because like you must. I felt we need to get comfier chairs if that was the case. You know, like a
But we'd
way
be
of
able to get up and do things.
yeah. Imagine like
But
having
yeah.
a GoPro attached to it, like a little. Oh, in Aliens they've got the shoulder-mounted light cameras. Just do that. So it's the same rig, but it points that way. So just like, don't think about it. Just sort of move it. And, yeah,
Yep.
you want to
Yep.
hold it or anything.
Would be interesting.
Ooh, I got a poll idea.
Truckernut says you guys should do a riff on the Truman Show. Yeah, a day in the life of Captain Commander. Have you
Dear
ever
me.
super chatted on a Trekyards live stream? Yes or no?
Yeah.
It's the poll.
Yeah.
Ooh, Olivia says PayPal sent. Let's see what she sent. And yeah, it's always good if you guys do send a PayPal to let us know in the chat so we don't wait too long to see it.
Pretty much. But yes, happy anniversary, Stuart, for not that long ago, a couple of days ago. Happy anniversary, oh Stuart, oh buddy, oh pal.
Same to you, sir. Happy anniversary. I can talk. Ventriloquist. You can't see my mouth move. Anyway, Olivia, it's $5 PayPal.
Ah,
I've been a fan since nearly the beginning of beginning and a moderator since 2020. Thank you, Sam Stewart, and the whole crew for 11 years of incredible Trek ship analysis and community. Here's to many more warp speed adventures. Aw, thank you, Olivia.
very kind.
And Sergeant Montgomery. member for 58 months. Oof, at the rank of lieutenant. It's been a long time since I found y'all doing Ship and Eagle Moss reviews,
Hmm.
2017. I appreciate all the knowledge, fun, and love of Star Trek. Thank you. Aw, thank you. Appreciate you as well, sir.
There are definitely some names that we know, and I've heard, and keep coming back, and there's some that leave. A fucking Jill, you know. Just saying. But yeah, the regulars are astounding. Astounding. You guys are crazy. And Stuart, do you want to read out the challenge I issued in the chat? It's a challenge, guys. It's a
Once I
challenge.
fix it and correct the spelling, yes.
Excellent. As I said, do you want to
Boom.
change the spelling and then read it?
Yes. I'm going to make it correct and then I'll read it.
Okay.
Daring everyone here, $11, 11 pounds, or your currency on PayPal right now. Yes, $1 for every year.
And that would
One
do very well.
one currency unit every year. It's not dollars necessarily.
One Earth unit. Is that what it says? No, well, Kirk unit. Yeah.
Kirk unit.
That's what I thought when you said that. Yeah, would you call them Earth units? That kind of works.
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Hmm.
Darren Wagner,
Oh,
$2.
good
Congratulations, Trekyards. You two are outstanding. Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we're the only place you had coverage for Prodigy properly, and you know, all the various things, and showing the love and the detail and the breakdowns, and with all, if you watch them all the same gusto, right? Because the point is the art when it works.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
Yes.
And Olivia with $5.
Ooh.
Here's to another 11 years of Stuart, hopefully not strangling Sam. Well, luckily we're separated by like this thing,
Yeah.
you know, big expanse of water known as the pond.
It does make a difference.
If he was beside me every day doing these, oh wow. I don't think we would have made it 11 years. One of us would have killed the other, I'm sure, at this point.
I'd be an admiral.
Oh, look at the ambitions on him. The sheer fucking hubris.
Oh, I wouldn't have someone keep refusing my promotion requests by, you know, people keep saying, oh, you should be promoted. Getting thrown down, you know, it's terrible.
Hey, you gotta earn those promotions.
It is, you know, always funny how many people, you know, even in our anniversary video say, oh, when you guys getting promoted, and it's like, never.
Yep.
It's not the point.
So Olivia throws in $2 and says, happy 4,020 days, including today. See, 4,020 days doesn't sound like 11 years to me. Now I feel like I need to do math.
But how can you process just the concept of 4,000 days, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's a while.
Yeah.
Does not feel like it though, and it'd be very hard to even like comprehend how long it actually feels. How long it's been. You know, I don't even know how to, because I wouldn't say it felt, you know, just like we just had Discovery or anything. It's only been a while, but yeah, it's time doth move at a weird pace.
It does, yes.
Hmm.
So, oh, and for everybody that's here, I don't know how many of you are here right now. Let's see, 22 of you. Well, first of all, hit the like button.
Yes.
Let's get those likes up to 20. But we will be doing a Drunkyards anniversary thing at the end of the month.
Yes.
On the 26th of October, which is a Sunday. So tune in for that. That's where you can we'll be here for all afternoon, and you can dictate how much we drink.
That will be the madness. This is the nice, gentle, celebratory, where we can remember the day and remember the night. Not, oh no, the live. But that should be fun. And we start, as always, to do this with you guys.
Trekkernut says, okay. Number 1, what is your favorite movie of the year?
Ooh. Oh, God.
2, what is your favorite TV show of the year? 3, what is your favorite moment of the year?
I do love questions. And yes, Sean, it
Um,
is. But better than super chatting. I'll be honest, have I seen a single movie this year? Which I hadn't even considered until you just said that.
you did. I'm sure you did.
Well, I
remember
mean,
you
honestly,
wanted to
Section
see it.
31 was a movie I watched. So if that's the best movie of the year.
No.
I mean, are we counting new movies or old movies? Because I haven't been to the cinema this year.
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
No, I saw Thunderbolts. Yeah, that was it. That was only a cinema movie.
I've seen.
Because we missed
Let's see.
Superman. We missed.
I saw Superman.
We wanted to, just missed it.
Saw Sinners on streaming. Tron Ares, I just saw.
Oh, War of the Worlds, best film of this year, clearly.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! No. Yeah, I saw that too. Unfortunately,
We did see Captain America. I guess that was this year. Yeah, we've really not watched movies this year. Wow. It's been a weird year for just time. Yeah, I guess the Marvel one I just said. Thunderbolts was the best film this year that I've seen.
maybe Superman for me. Ares was pretty good. I enjoyed Ares, and Sinners is great too, but in a different way. Just scrolling through the movies from this year, and there's yeah, not a lot that I remember. Good question. All right, and then TV shows. I don't ever watch anything that's current, really. I still haven't watched Alien Earth. So.
Oh yeah. That's the show we made a point of watching. I mean, we saw War. I saw the Marvel the lady the witch one this year. I think. I thought along. That was good. I enjoyed that. It was very clever, interesting. So I watch a lot of YouTube because I work all day. I either make or have dinner. I do a live with you often, and I do more work, and then I go to bed and I don't want to watch TV. I watch YouTube because it's easier. I don't really sit down and watch any TV because I haven't really got time for TV. I always feel bad, like, oh, I could be doing this. I could be rendering. I could be doing this. It's hard to. So when Marie's here, that's the forced TV and film time. But we haven't done many TV shows this year. God, you really stumped me, didn't you? Wow.
And favorite moment of the year, like Trekyards moment, or just I don't even know. I don't know how to answer these questions, Trekyard.
Oh, they're good questions. I'll re-ask that like hour 5 of the drunk yards, because then our drunk reaction will be reactive. God, favorite moment of the year. I'm trying to think where the year begins, right? Like when is the start to know where the end point is? Because obviously Vegas was last year, so that's last year. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my picture record because I've
most years start in January 1st as a rule.
Oh really? Is that a Canadian thing?
I guess.
Oh yeah, because in England it's February 19th. It's the start of the Queen's year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You pop a New Year cracker, and then you say hail Queenie. That wasn't the thing until Blackadder, because the Queen they call Queenie. And it's cute because she's like, "Ooh, I'm the Queen." It's nice. And then you belch. Used to be you say melchard, but I got evolved into belchard, and then they just belch. So it's man, traditions are strange, you know.
Speaking of traditions, we got some PayPals.
Yes.
Ray Ricks throws in $5 and says, bless anniversary time. You go, guys.
Thank you.
And then Ray Ricks also sends £11 because he listened to the challenge.
So he's currently winning the challenge.
He says,
thank you.
I am tired of sending pounds and US dollars, so have 11 Aussie dollars. Yeah, he sends 11 Australian dollars.
I didn't know you could change it. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Huh.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you. So I'm scrolling through. I guess one of my favorite moments there was having you watch finishing your fan film. So the highlights of the year, seeing, getting your first review, which wasn't great, and then the second review, which was great. Starkly different reviews that you gave me, which is sort of amusing, but also sad, but also amusing.
Great.
I mean, I knew it was a good film, so I was waiting for you to catch up with how good it was. I knew it was a good film. That was pretty fun. God, this year's been a really odd year.
Has been. Let's see.
Nim's bowling birthday was pretty good, where she got damn drunk. I met all of her sisters. She has 4 sisters, and parents were very rare to get them all together. And right at the end of the night, and I was like, right, all sisters are here together. Let's get some pictures all together so I can get herself with the 5 Nims, or the five Sorns. And then we took a group picture of just the girls, and then the power went out for the entire building, and so literally took the picture. 1 minute of pleasures, and then red lights went on, and all the music just died. I was like, what? Yeah, I guess a building breaker trapped, or whatever. But I called it by like 5 seconds, or like a minute. It was really silly timing.
Trying to think of something.
It helps that I have a.
I mean, my son Thomas is getting married this Saturday, so that's a thing that's coming up. Cassie got engaged.
It's pretty big things.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of exciting things that happen. I just cannot think of them offhand. Damn you, man.
What
Let's see here.
else?
Olivia, $5. Happy 34 billion. 346 billion. Oh, 346,896,000 seconds. Or as the British call it, a bloody long time. It's true.
Also, a highlight was getting Mark Lawrence to come and shoot in the UK. That was great. Obviously, met him a couple of times, but having been in my neck of the woods and meeting his family and getting them to live their dream was quite fun.
Look at the poll. 36 votes. Have you ever super chatted on Trekyards live stream? It's 50-50 right now.
Okay.
You guys, if you haven't super chatted, super chat.
Yeah, if you super chat today, we can rerun it and be 100%. I mean, $1 would change that, guys. You are in the control of your destiny with that. We could break the scales.
Here's something for you to look at while I'm reading the next super chat. Dan Ben says, what was your 11th video? So check that out and see what that is.
Is that 11th episode or 11th video?
Let's go with 11th episode.
Okay.
Official episode. And I'll read Fat Produce's $5.
Thank you.
Congratulations, y'all. Y'all have been a big part of keeping my love of Star Trek alive these past 11 years. Thank you so much. Here's to another decade. Thank you so much, Fat Produce.
Thank you
Amazing.
So much. Appreciate you.
And Classic for Real, $11.
Oh.
No, I have never sent a super chat ever, including this one. Here's a non-super chat of a suspicious specific number for some reason. Being Classic for Real. P.S. Nice non-super chat from Olivia.
That made all of the sense.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's funny. You Google Trekyards episode 11, right? Which you think could be the obvious. That's the wordage to get the thing. First video comes up is this video right now, live. Second video is Discovery Season 1, Episode 11 predictions with 8,000 views. Third is TNG Episode 11, 1.8 thousand. And then Discovery Season 1, Episode 11 spoilers, 19,000. And then Season 2, Episode 11. And TNG Season 3, Episode 11. Where's Episode 11?
Here's the problem. Back then, we weren't tagging things correctly.
So Episode 12, Transporters Part 2. But that does not mean Transporters Part 1 was the original, because that wouldn't have been... they were not done in that order. Okay, Trace Episode 8 was that. There's no way of just moving to the next video, is there? I wonder if I just... No, that'll do something else. Because you would have thought just Googling it. You know what? I'm just going to fucking scroll. I'm doing it. I'm scrolling. Just doing it.
Fine, do it that way.
Okay, back to Stranger World Season 1.
All right, we got Olivia with $5. Just think, 11 years ago, Sam had just hatched from an egg. Happy anniversary to the most picked on host on Trekyards.
On a few true statements. Okay, back to Picard Season 1.
Okay, there's got to be a filter that goes from oldest to newest.
Yeah, but then it'll be like 3 years of your videos. But it's fine, I'm 7 years back.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Oh, Discovery Season 1.
This video, there we
Episode
go.
299, episode 284. Oh, episode. In the Orville now. Oh, this is drama. Episode 256. Episode 244.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Episode 214. The Brian Fuller announcement. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I know. Your first reaction to Discovery. As in the ship.
Episode 11. TOS Dreadnought. Part 1. How is that episode 11 part 1? Episode 12 was part 2 of the transporters. What the fuck?
Yeah, because we do each show.
Ah, yeah.
So that was a
Yeah,
Legends
it's a
then. Yeah.
Federation class Dreadnought. Let me go in and check the tags and see.
So 5, 7, 0, 9, 10, 11. There you go. Yep.
Yep. No fucking tag for episode 11. I'm going to fix that right now.
Thank you. Episode 9 was Bird of Prey, part 2. Episode 10 was the Detroit J, which is only 18,000 views in 10 years, which is odd considering the interest of the J. And then Dreadnought, 69,000 views, yet Bird of Prey part 2 only 8.3 thousand. Then we've got a Loot Crate and Nerd Block. Gosh, how many of those videos, how many of those boxes do you still have around?
I've got
stuff in them.
remnants of them, but I don't have them specifically.
Oh, Clear Bird of Prey.
I just fixed it and added episode 11 tags in there because...
Yeah, that's kind of stunning. Clear Bird of Prey part 3 only 6.3 thousand views. That is a bit absurd considering the length of time. DS9 part 1 with Rick, 21,000 views. Even if I was Doug one. Yeah, we had a guest every week announcement because we're doing the Indiegogo, so we led up to that, built that buffer, and did loads of content to try and get the Indiegogo. I remember it well. It was called Expansion.
Ray Ricks, member for 43 months at the rank of Federation Council, says, such a journey. My fondest memory of these guys is our harrowing away mission into the U.S. Postal Service. Don't know how we survived. Yes, that was quite an adventure. Having to ship all that stuff. Sam had to ship stuff back to his house from Vegas, which was...
It was a thing.
Mr. Ray Ricks joined us for that. So did Mark Lawrence. We love our regulars. They're awesome.
And yeah, remember we were at the FedEx and it was like, I'm gonna say like $107. 100. It was like over 100. I remember. And we were like, she was really apologetic. She was like, "Well, I'm sorry." She packaged it and it's like, that is like more than everything in it combined. It's like, sorry. It's like, And the post office is like, what, 60, which is still too much, but like, okay, I get it. 60 for...
It was a big box and it was heavy.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. But 150 is like, that's a proper fuck you investment.
Classic for real. Member for 30 months at the rank of ensign. Here's to another 11 years of videos and membership. And then he gifted 5 Trekyards memberships.
My goodness.
So welcome Ryan K, Trekyardians, Dent, Masterson, Breckner, Christian, and Rosemary. Welcome to the channel. You are now members.
Use the emotes. Use the emotes. Cool. Yes. Hi, welcome. Thank you. All many things. Yeah, PayPal, as we said previously, it is really, really actually very useful and interesting, as it is a significantly better cut. So it's just more support for less. For more.
So this is Joe Torres, one of our moderators.
Yes.
He sent us $26.93 Canadian. So thank you. Odd number. He says, this thumbnail is deceptive. You guys aren't in uniform. Anyway, here's to another trip around the sun for Trekyards and your wonderful contribution to the Star Trek community. Thank you, Joe. That is awesome.
That's in the PayPal, was it?
And that was, yes.
Oh,
And that was taken, that thumbnail image was taken like the first time you came and visited when I had my old background. And yeah.
Yeah, I just saw it in the archive from year 5 of Let's Look at Old Stuff, and I thought that's a nice video. But in fact, we're actually both at different points in the video, because obviously getting good expression for both of us, so I just sort of combined two in Photoshop.
You need to like cut us out and put like a Star Trek background behind us.
Oh, who has that ability?
I
don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I thought you had magical powers.
No. And I felt how good the sound was on those little Q&A videos. It looks great. It was a good camera, and it sounds really good.
Yeah. Oh, Joe Torres says it was $20 US, which converted to that odd number. Well, it makes sense. Thank you, though. Appreciate that, Joe.
Appreciate it extremely much.
And Olivia, $5. When and how did you get Doug Drexler on the channel? Ooh, well, I don't know. We should talk to him about that in his new documentary that he has coming out. You should interview us talking about why we wanted Doug Drexler on. When? That was very early on. Yeah, I reached out to him and just asked him if he would like to come on and talk about starships, and he agreed. And he was, our first real celebrity that joined us, and he set the trend for all the other ones, because once they saw Doug was on here, they were all scrambling to get on our show. It was we had to beat them off with like sticks. That's this phrasing. I'm sorry. We had to
look, Stuart did what we had to do in his early years, you know.
Yeah, they were clamoring to get on the show, and we just had to say no. We can only take a few at a time here, and never got around to some of the other ones.
I mean, Gene Roddenberry, he literally applied from the past, and he had to say no, and then the time travel window closed, and we never got him. Had we known, Stuart, had we known. Although it's funny, imagine I would assume with the new Sora AI thing, if you trained it on some of Gene's interviews, you could do Gene interviews. I say interviews, not an interview, but
47 votes on the poll, and it's not quite tied, but it's very close. And Jack Pownell said, would donate this year, but last year just assumed you wouldn't be refunded. What? Refunded?
Clarify what you mean.
Yes, what do you mean? Let us know.
Yes.
Oh, Olivia, $2. Who was your favorite guest? She wants us to say her.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
I do like the travel we did, in fairness.
It's
quite a good little car thing, the truck thing is pretty good. I won't say it's best guess, but it's pretty good design.
Favorite guest? They've all been great for different reasons. Like having John Eves on was awesome, considering we had to refilm like how much of the interview, or 2 interviews or something. I forget, because it wasn't recording properly. Yeah,
well, no, it was. I mean, that's famous one, because we only put it for so long, and then the computer blue screened. I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say minute 29 of a 35-minute interview. We were in the last point of our notes, and you still on with him. I managed to quickly restart, rejoin the call, and I'm so sorry, can we start again? So we did the whole thing again, which was another half an hour, which is mad, and you really can't tell.
Yeah, just to have him and lock him down and get him on the show is amazing, because John's notoriously difficult to get a hold of.
Yeah, in some hotel room in some city in some state, just doing his thing. Yeah, get the guy when you can, kind of thing.
And Jack Pennell says, I think you were having problems with YouTube donations at the time with people refunding. Don't recall that.
I mean, one day it didn't work, and again I was like, I'm trying to super chat and can't.
Yes, yeah.
But hey, it works now, so super chat, or even better, PayPal. Trekyards@hotmail.com. We get almost all of that versus the not almost all of it of everything else, which is obviously great, but you get more for less. Best guest. I mean, I really enjoyed Sam Witwer coming on because it's like that's a
Oh
Sith
yeah.
Jedi man, and knowing he knew us, that was really fun.
Yeah.
I mean, Waltke was that first interview with him was great. The day after the Borg, that was like,
Yeah.
Aaron, yeah, your episode came out today. Can you film like tomorrow or the day after? Oh, let's talk to legal. They kind of said yes. Okay, we'll film in like 48 hours and release it in 64. That was like, oh, hello, that was fun. That was
Yeah.
no one cared, of course, but that's not the point. That's
Two more
perfect.
PayPals.
Oh,
So
perfect.
classic for real. Says okay with $11.
Oh,
Because okay, here's another buck per year, but PayPal this time. Hope you're happy. We are happy, thank you.
yeah.
Then Ray Ricks throws in another
Oh,
$11 Canadian. Really starting to get hyped for Vegas next year. Anyone else going? You'll find me slumped over in the Rio bar. Yes, Ray. We would love to go. We think we might. I don't know yet, actually. And things are selling out fast, so we should probably.
sorry, I missed the first part of that sentence. Sorry
You
there.
missed the first part.
You said about bar. Sorry.
Yeah, he said really starting to get hyped for Vegas next year.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm not even. I'm already in December this year, but I'm not ahead of December.
Yeah.
Everything's so like month by month. And I'm googling guests. I'm trying to work out who are like, because everyone's been good, right? Everyone.
Yes.
It's about working out like who stands out as being like uber special that we got on properly.
Yeah. Uh, let's see. Where was that one I wanted to read? Blah, blah, blah. Joe Torres. Oh, he's answering the question of who our favorite guest was. He says, Olivia, it's when I phoned in and gave questions to the guys on a previous anniversary.
Hmm.
Yes, the phone in anniversary with Bob Burnett came on and a whole bunch of people came on.
Yes, that is not a good system for things.
It didn't work so great. No.
I think I found my favorite in terms of like that was really cool was not favorite but like real standout was Michael Westmore's pieces we did
Ooh, yes. Talking to Michael Westmore was awesome.
because he was a good amount of time, so many videos, so much interesting stuff. I didn't know it was 8 years ago. That's kind of mad. I learned so much in such short amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, Michael Westmore was a great one. They've all been great though. Like every one of them for different reasons, right? So Dan Ben says it's the 38th anniversary of Star Trek TNG as of yesterday. Well, there you go.
Mm.
The Tinge anniversary. Cook Lloyd says, "Happy anniversary! So much content from you over all those years. Thank you so much."
It's been a couple of years. Yeah, I should really start showing this, shouldn't I? Kind of skip to
Oh,
the actual
probably.
talking bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you in a minute.
Okay.
And have some fun comments. We can jump on when we get back, which you are doing. Just continue the fun comments. See you in a second.
Yes. Let's discuss questions about our many years of our favorite videos we've done or whatever. Make us dig through our history and our videos. 23 viewers currently, so thank you guys for watching. 28 likes. Let's try to get to 30. If you haven't hit like yet, please hit that like button. And yeah, if you want to super chat in and ask us questions or anything, please feel free, or PayPal. It's always fun looking back, and you never really think to look back at the things that you've done prior, really, um, or at least very often. So these live anniversary streams are fun because, yeah, looking back and seeing what episode 11 was, it's a Federation class dreadnought, which is awesome, one of my favorites. Stuff like that. So, and I got so much lined up for my Captain Foley personal channel for you guys for December. You have no idea what's sitting over here. I mean, you probably do. Some of you do because you have been paying attention and watching lives. Or I've kind of given away and told people what I'm doing in December. But there's so much stuff over here that It'll be an interesting December on my personal channel, not Trekyards, my personal channel. AC Costello says having some of the production team from Lower Decks was really cool. Yes, Mike McMahon and his team are awesome. The fact that they watched Trekyards and knew about us and actually said a few times, what would Trekyards say about this? Because accuracy was important to them. Was great. Like Mike McMahon, his one quote was, "Trekyards holds us to task because if we put a ship out there, they're going to analyze it and show us, tell us everything that's wrong with it. So we have to make sure it's right." So that was great. Dan Ben, yeah, I love that you covered concept art and non-canon stuff. Yeah, thank you. That's always fun to do because some of the non-canon stuff is some of the best stuff sometimes. Oh, and Jack Panel super chatted in with £5. So thank you so much, Jack. That is awesome. Yeah. No issues with the PayPals as of late. So there was one of our early drunk yards where somebody PayPal'd in $500 by mistake. I think they want to do $5 or $50, and they just got it refunded. But we have had $100 super chats. We've had, we've had more than that as well. Like there's been some really high super chat numbers. So Jack says, was a membership, not a donation last year. Sorry. Oh, yeah, no problem, Jack. Thank you so much. Claude says, my favorite video was the captain's first reaction to Star Trek Discovery Episode 1. It was hilarious and so spot on as to how lots of long-term Trek fans felt in their initial reaction. I haven't even gone back to see what I said about the first episode of Discovery. Apparently it was along the lines of JJ's Star Trek sucks, and here's why, by the sounds of that comment.
Oh, I wonder why you'd say that.
I don't know.
I mean, I've toyed with doing a re-review live series with you about just re-reviewing season 1 Discovery in the same exact format. Because I've never rewatched season 1 on purpose, because why the hell would I?
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting because all the characters are now people. Well, I say that, not Bryce, Reese, etc.
We should go back and do some commentary on some of our old videos.
Well, that's what the drunk yards could be for.
Yeah.
There's a long span of time in that live, so you'll have time to maybe super chat, a 50 and have us commentate on an old video. It could be kind of fun. Maybe that'll be one of the super chat perks. And if you PayPal, you have to do less of the same thing.
It'd be the PayPal one, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Exclusive PayPal perk, though.
Yeah. That'd be cool to watch 10 minutes of an old video and commentate. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Mark Lawrence, member for 68 months at the Rank of Federation Council, says, phew, just got in. Hurried like crazy, driving back and forth across town to finish for this live.
Goodness.
Happy 11th, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Hope you're going to be here on Saturday. Yeah, just saying, yes. Mark. You
last Saturday of the month, the 26th.
Yeah. You missed it earlier, Mark, but I was saying how we're also favourite things this year, and I said, well, mine was going to have you here and film and do things and bobs. That was definitely a highlight of the year. So, yeah. And Nick looks forward to working with you to make that work. Be cool. Very cool.
And Joe Torres says, do you guys display the Diamond Select ships the admins got you for one of the anniversary years? I do. Mine are in the other room. You guys gave me the Romulan Bird of Prey, which is actually upstairs in the ready room. But yes, I do.
I mean, you've seen my office, Joe. There's not actually a true display space.
No, not yet.
I mean,
You'll get one eventually.
Yeah, I mean, you could have one, like, you've seen the room. It's not really, there's like space, but it's just space that stuff goes, not display stuff. I mean, I have Blu-rays on a shelf, but that's not really the same. When I was like, I'm probably going to move this year, I did a really condensed, like, pack down of all my merch into various plastic boxes, really organized it, and that was in the, like, really cool, bigger items box. So it's neatly in that. It's been in storage for, like, a year and a half. Because it is a really, I remember seeing it again. I was like, oh, this is such a cool piece. It's such a great, like, perfect size. I know they're really good quality ones. So, yeah, definitely one of those, like, yes. But I haven't. I mean, I've even said, like, said to you ages ago, like, oh, I put Pegasus on to play for PSG. No, that's in storage too. Because again, there isn't really space to put on storage on display.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Speaking of Stuart, you mentioned this ages ago, and I'm tempted. See what you guys think, because this is really much up to you as well. This background starting to fall apart apparently, because in the last 2 weeks, various corners have come down at weird intervals. I've been worried it'll do like overnight and just the whole thing will come creaking, because it's been stuck on with blue tack and sticky things for what 7 years, 6 years. So it is starting to decompress a little bit. So I'm tempted, guys. How do you feel about doing a new background with me? Super chats equal things on wall again for Christmas.
Ooh.
I know. I'm tempted to
When are you moving? Because you don't want to do one and then move in like 3 months.
when there is a house that we like and blah blah blah. But there's not much that we like. It's quite annoying.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would have been by now already. But I was tempted to for Christmas. That could be a fun live of like, sponsorship, and then you could dictate more about it. Because again, we missed so many famous ships on this because that wasn't what you guys asked for. Loads. Yeah, so we'd only be up for like 6 months or max. But
yeah,
who would be interested in doing that as a live where we take it down, we start fresh, and then we sponsor a ship?
Yes. Trekyardians says tempted to go to Vegas next year. Yeah. 60th, it would be awesome to go. Plan is hopefully to go. But yeah.
It's not been a good for finances this year, so the idea of spending several grand on it is stupid in terms of being an adult. So we'll see how the next year goes. Well, speaking of my Indiegogo starts very soon, so how that goes will depend how I spend next year. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, well, the problem is I've heard that they're selling out fast of stuff because it is the 60th. Same thing happened with the 50th anniversary one. People want to go to the special ones, so everything's like. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Might not even be worth the hassle to go because of expenses and everything, but it'd be a shame to miss it at the same time. So
well, the irony is sometimes it's more fun to go to a convention that fails because it's small and more personal to meet the guests. If a convention ends up being too big or a guest brings between people, you can have it whereby you go and you end up spending all the time in a queue and then you wait 3 hours and then you don't get to meet the person and this and this and then it's so crowded it's not fun, because that's the thing, excess equals excess, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying whatever, it's just interesting how the too busy could be a problem as well, kind of thing. Yeah. But it would be nice for sure.
And Olivia, $5. Captain, have you had Precious this whole time? Sorry, your dogs weren't interesting till a few years ago. Well, Precious is like 8 or 9 now, so she's been around for most of the run. But she's starting to get old, and she's starting to have hip problems and problems walking. So, I don't know. Yeah. And Joe Torres yells, "Wonderfest!" I mean, I already have a room booked for Wonderfest just in case, but I don't know. Depends on what the fuck's going on with a lot of things next year. So.
Like I said, it all kind of depends on how my Trek Shorts Indiegogo goes the next 2 weeks up until the end of the year. If that bombs, then ain't no fun happening next year of any kind. If it goes well, I can think about fun happening. And by fun, I mean hard work and then doing things. So we'll see.
Yep.
You know how much I invest. It's dumb. Hey.
AC Costello, I want to sit in the Trekyards ball pit. That sounds awful.
What?
Trekyards ball pit is when Sam and I sit cross-legged on the floor across from each other. In the middle is the ball pit. And that's where you want to sit, AC Costello. Oh.
But Jack asks, how have you both managed to stay engaged with Star Trek after so many years? Great question. Your thoughts?
It's always been a part of my life, even before Trekyards existed. I don't think I can go a day without seeing something Star Trek related or hearing the word Star Trek. So
yeah.
I mean, it does wear me down occasionally, and sometimes I kind of get like frustrated with it, but it doesn't take much to refresh it and revitalize it. So it's a very good question. Uh, a lot of people would say, would have put a caveat on that, like, how do you manage to stay engaged with Star Trek after all the new Trek, which is disappointing and awful? Because we always hope for the best, and we look for the good in it. Because sometimes there's some good
Mm-hmm.
stuff and some bad Trek,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just always hopeful that it's going to get better.
And sometimes there's some bad episodes of Prodigy, right? Sometimes there's some bad good and good bad. Not everything
Yeah,
is microcosmically perfect because we happen to like it. That's why fair and balance has always been interesting, because yeah, you've got to, you've got to call it out, but also give the fair shout. You know,
yeah,
not to be very reactionary, except with tech stuff, because unlike, you can have personal liking or disliking of certain storylines, but like tech is a 1 or a 0 a lot of the time. You know, if you
yeah.
introduce a cloaking device 400 years early, you're just wrong, right? There isn't a right. There's just you're wrong. That's not how that works. It's an easy thing. So things like the Stranger World doors on Academy, that can be a relatively black and white. That's just bad, right? I'm fine to be reactionary to that because it just doesn't work, because tech is more whatever. Whereas the Gem Hadar, it's like, well, yeah, but there'll be a reason, maybe, hopefully, we'll see, right? There could be a remedy. So it's all kind of variable, and wait and hold fire and see, you know, try and balance. But tech is easy to be less balanced because there's like, that didn't happen yet, so you're wrong. And boy, fans are eager to tell me to do anything that's even slightly not what they think in my films. Like,
Yeah.
especially if I thought about it, but it didn't quite come across. It's like, no, I did plan that. You're just okay. Well,
Yep.
yep.
Classic for real, $2. My cat's 15. She's still healthy, but I still worry. Yes. Yeah. And he goes on to say, how do you still engage with Discovery, Picard season 1 and 2, Stranger World season 3, and Academy is the question that should be asked. Again, hoping for the good, hoping for them to learn their lessons and, give us something good. And I think every episode of every of one of those shows has something good. Whether it be a small thing or a big thing, they all have something good that's adds to the Star Trek for me. So, yeah, I guess that's the answer. I don't know.
How do I stay engaged? Well, I do it to myself a lot as well, making my short films. It's like I'm literally either I'm animating something, I'm texturing something, I'm building something, I'm rendering something. I mean, it's a sort of a forced continuation, but also it's so rewarding to see these things be made and then send you a new Star Trek short film. And it's like, it's not Discovery, it's not the new stuff, it's going to care about canon, and seeing your reaction, other fans' reactions of my work that is very, very faithful and true to original Trek. And then it goes out to the audience and the world, and it's like, well, that was really cool, so thanks. Especially on a sub $1,000 budget, which is crazy to make what I make in often that price range. Because Trek is such a defined, interesting universe, playground, narrative thing, and kind of like Stargate in a sense, but each prop, each uniform, each ship means something to me in a different way. Like they have a real resonance. The first time you saw it, or the feeling of when you lost it, losing the Enterprise D or whatever. There's a lot of resonance behind iconography in Trek and how it makes you feel. And so we're going to do it in my own films. So it keeps it alive. But also in relation to how do you keep active to the Trek shows that I don't think about Picard season 1 really. Easy answer to that. But that's okay. Had its time.
Well, let's go to the poll real quick. 54 votes. Have you ever super chatted on a Trekyards live stream? 52%, or sorry, 53% with 55 votes now says no. It's more than half of you haven't super chatted before, which is fair. But I ask why, sir? Why? And that poll. I'm gonna put up a new poll, I think.
Yeah. I mean, partially all the different treks have helped to keep the love alive. It's been super interesting to go between. But it would be nice if there. I mean, gosh, Can you imagine, Stuart, seriously, if we were in a world of Trek where, as was the peak, there was 24 episodes a season, lasted
Jesus
24
Christ.
weeks, and you had, let's say, 10 great ones, 10 decent ones, 4 bad ones. You waited 4 months, and another 26. Can you imagine reviewing that in just a chill vibe? You know?
Yeah, we'd be in it for so long. Like, we kind of complain now if we have two shows that are back to back with 10 episodes each. It's like, no, there would have been, yeah, most of the year we'd be doing stuff. Um, oh, wow. Yeah.
But those shows were good and continual. Fucking hell. That's a fuck. Oof, okay, fuck. Okay. That's a hard one. Okay.
Woo! 100%. 100%.
Jesus Christ.
100%. 100%.
He's not even drunk. Jesus.
Well, I'm drinking a little bit. So
All right. He's only slightly drunk.
go out in the poll.
Yeah, that'd have been interesting if I was 26, because then it'd be so interesting to watch if we saw Voyager live or Enterprise live. So interesting.
Yep. Bucket list says happy anniversary. Been watching for over a decade.
Oh.
Wow.
God.
That's awesome.
The scariest ones are when they were like, I was 16 when I found you. It's like, A, B, what? You know?
Michael Skyros says, I refuse to answer this poll. I vote Fleet Paw.
Wow, that's a bold choice.
Sebastian, €5, sorry.
Thanks, Rod. Good to see you.
Happy birthday, guys. Long time no see. Cautiously looking forward to Starfleet Academy. Have fun celebrating. We'll send another 15 via PayPal.
That's fake. Where have you been?
Yeah, where you been, man? What's up? I'm
Uh,
checking PayPal. I don't see it. You're lying to me.
yeah, and come back for our drunk
there it
yards,
is.
because that'll be a lot of fun. On the 21st.
Well,
Yeah, 22nd.
Mark Lawrence sent us a PayPal
Oh,
of $61
Oh.
US. And he says 11 and 50 for you guys. Happy 11th. Thank you, Mark.
well, I think it's fair to say we can add a few intro drinks to drunk yards for you guys as pre. This is like the pre drinks.
Yeah.
Gosh, I mean, obviously you guys know it makes a difference. Let's just do what we do, and do Academy stuff. Like we had a good filming day today of things and bobs that we hope you guys will enjoy for Academy. That hope you'll care about somewhat, because it's quite interesting.
Mm-hmm. AC Costello, $2. Happy anniversary, Trekyards. Live long and prosper. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. It's been
You guys are awesome. So, do you have any questions for us about our past catalog of videos? As I was saying when you were sharing the video around, Sam, I never think about looking back really, and it's fun during these lives when people ask us like,
yeah, questions are fun.
Yeah, to go back into our past catalog and go, okay, let's see what's going on. So if you have anything that you're interested in, let us know.
Yeah, or like, what was it like for this event, or meeting this person, or classic interview questions. Because we've done a lot of stuff. I mean, it's sometimes shocking to think how much we've actually done, how many people we've met, how many events we've gone to, how many episodes, how many reviews. Treating everything so detailed. I mean, it really is a genuine catalog of sort of at least our opinions of like the new ships, the new tech, and all the shows. A very techie breakdown, and for the most part unbiased by other people's opinions. Like 9 times out of 10, I won't even look at a single other review content of any other person or even read a review before I do a review with you. Therefore, you're seeing my genuine, unbiased content of any given show. So that's a timepiece, right? That's a the genuine thoughts of it at the time. Yeah.
And Michael says, I like you both. Aw. And you helped me get through the tough, bad Trek watches. Yeah, we're here for you guys. A lot of people watch us and don't watch the content because they just want to see what we have to say about it. So,
and I guess I do that for other people. That sounds sort of silly in a way, but I've watched Red Letter Media's review of some things that I just haven't watched. Well, I refuse to watch their Fantastic Four, the bad one review that they did. because I want to see it first. But I watched a couple of other films of theirs. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch the film. I'll just have it spoiled.
Yeah.
And then watch that Trek, and they're like, oh, they got so many things wrong. Goodness.
Yep. I'd love to talk Trek with them though.
Yep. And see if their deadpan humor, see if that humor translates to live content.
Yeah.
Or do a live podcast call in to their nerd tube. Not nerd tube. Yes, no. What's it called?
The nerd crew.
Nerd crew. Yeah, yeah. And like see if they can say in character. I mean, I know they don't do that, but imagine like trying to call in to those characters.
So cool.
Exactly.
So cool.
Yeah. See if you can break them, because it's fun to. Because I'll always remember actually one of the highlights I will say was doing, and this is a genuine one. I never talk about this because that's not the point, but I'll mention it now. One of the highlights we did was the April Fools by CBS video. When I had my full high-end camera, I put way more lights. I came in a full suit, and we stayed in character for the entire 2 hours. You broke character in the last like 2 minutes, and I had to get you back out of it because you were like, oh well.
I wasn't playing it serious, and you kept insisting it was serious. Even years after, you're like, that never happened. What are you talking about? It's like, just want to have some fun with it.
And we did.
Any character because I wasn't in character.
No, but we kept it fully straight the whole time, and it was really fun. Because I don't know how we did that. We've never done it before. We haven't done it since, and it just worked really well. An hour and 58 of a 2-hour live, and the amount of people that commented saying, "What happened? You're buying CBS?" And it's like, oh.
A lot of people believed it.
A lot of people believed it, but like, we took it seriously, and it was really fun to do. What if? It was a really satisfying live.
Classic for real, $5. Whoever wins this poll, Commander Cockings has the better name. Well, at least more something than Captain Foley. P.S. Gotta vote for both. I should have put the option for both. I was going to add something else, but then I kind of got rushed. It's fine. Mark Lawrence says, would be fun to look back at some of the trips when you were both there. Yeah, maybe.
Like I said, we might do a super chat based or PayPal based for the Drunkyards. Just submit something on the PayPal, and we can just roll up a video, and that'd be that sounds like a lot of fun.
AC Costello, Captain, were you worried about providing Trekyards content when you had the problems in the basement? A little bit, yes, but we quickly rectified that and just had it set up upstairs, which worked just fine for what we needed. It's ironic because that's when we interviewed Mike McMahon and his team when all that was a thing. So, yeah. Michael Skyros, $11. Thank you so much. Thanks for helping me get through the bad, make me angry trend. No problem.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We try to help and ease the burden, and
But it's not all bad.
It's not all bad, no.
But how can you how some things are just I don't know. Yeah.
Sergeant Montgomery throws in $2 and says, "This poll is not logical."
Cue the clip of Sarek. Illogical.
You can do that. You can pull up the clip and do it. It's on your end.
No, people know. People know.
Okay. Sebastian, €5. Where have I been? Limited time, too much to see and do. No time for reviews that are longer than the episode itself. I watched some, just no lives. Oh.
I mean, that's fair.
Of course, they're double the length of the episode because we both have opinions. It's two people's opinions on one episode, scene by scene. Of course, it's going to be that long. Like, come on.
And also the joke Stuart would make had me not steal it, and we put more thought in than they do. He's made that joke a few times. It's obviously not true, but we hear that quite a bit. It's like, well, no, they probably got thought about it. Probably thought about it. I hope so.
Did they though?
Hope so.
Sometimes. Oh, we got another PayPal as well from Sebastian, 1662 US.
Aww.
Hey, here they are, Captain Foley. Spelled my name wrong, but here they are. Here, what? That's
the euros as promised.
Oh.
Gotcha. Remember that time I went to a convention, they spelled your name wrong on the poster, the banner?
Yep,
That was great.
that was Denver convention.
That was great.
I still have that banner too.
Yeah. Well, you're not getting rid of it, Mr. Foley?
Yeah, 2 L's.
Okay.
Not a big deal.
Adding's better than missing. You know? That's an
Yeah.
easy. They just didn't
Like
redeem it properly.
Hail Kaon? Cannon with one N? Joke.
Dear me. Deary me. Yeah, that was a really fun interview with Mike. Talking to Mr. Obina of the Obina class. Bit sad they never engaged really again, despite always being there to talk to them. And, you know, I guess Mike had things with the public. I don't know. Don't know.
Yeah.
We were always there for him, so always reviewed his content and gave him the full time of day. Not that there's any obligation to interview people, but you know. And then he's off doing something else.
I'm just gonna have to remove some comments here from Classics for Real because it's spelling my name wrong on purpose, making me annoyed. So I'm just gonna remove them.
Excellent. Good stuff. Never gonna forget getting to meet the commander's father on a stream, and the ship dedication was really touching. And Dad's been here a few times, and which ship dedication?
I know AC Costello is one of. He was on a member at one point. I thought he was. You're not a member anymore? Aren't you on? Aren't you at the end of the video in one of the ships? I thought you were.
You in the Sayer class? And one after my mum. Does that count?
Classic says, I'm not spelling your name wrong. You're not the Stuart Foley person. Yes.
Well, he's got a permanent ban anyway for Born Discovery Season 1, the best of all Trek, of any Trek. Oh, I saw a Twitter thing a couple of days ago, and it was a guy asking, okay, so I start watching TOS, but do I actually need to finish TOS, or can I go straight to the TOS movies? He clearly wasn't enjoying. I mean, fair enough. The first couple aren't as strong. Fair enough. But like, he didn't like it that much. Want to skip TOS? And it's like, ooh. It's like, yeah. TMP has no weight without TOS.
Yeah.
It just has people doing things versus like, oh, that's why. You know.
Well, the thing is, if you skip most of TOS to jump right into the movies, you start with the motion picture, and then you're gonna still be disappointed. And you'll be like, can I just skip to the next generation now? It's like, no, there's a lot of good in there. Just power through, man. Power through.
But not everyone has to like everything, of course, but it does seem sort of... I don't know. I can't get behind people that say it's dated. Like, so dated they can't watch it. That's a you thing, not an it thing. Right?
Yeah. And AC says, yeah, that's it. The one for your mum.
Ah, you're welcome. Yeah. Which is only in 3 films? We need to get that properly textured. I was saying to Matt the other day, I should probably, I think I'm probably getting up. I have Nick's here. I don't doubt Nick's here. Mr. Lingering. I should start from scratch and redesign and remake the Horizon Bridge. Because that was a design from like 2020. And my second texture. With modelers who, while lovely, weren't very efficient. So there's a lot of weird geometry in a few places. Like, I mean, you wouldn't know the bridge. Why would you? But the view screen... What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Stretching my eyes.
Okay. But the view screen is a piece, but the walls just kind of go into it, and the piece kind of connects through it. But there's no like logic. It's just there's two pieces. I mean, it was designed that way, but like there's no structure behind it that makes sense. And while I still like the idea of the helm, I think like, isn't that funny? I'm so anti messing with canon, but I might just retcon my own bridge and just change it for something different. How do you feel about that? How would you review that if you're watching a long way from home and then a new film and it's a different bridge?
Simple, just it's a new bridge module swapped out. They do it all the
What
time.
does the film happen before that film, and then after?
They swapped it twice. Back to the original. That's fine.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it was a mission specific thing. So they had the original one,
Oh, I like
and they
that.
swapped it out for a mission specific one, and then they pulled that and put the old one back in. Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
You can make sense of that.
yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, because I was just like, I can do better. My team can do better. I have so many pieces from other bridges. I could just be like, yeah, I'll grab some Enterprise E pylons, and as in some wall pylons, and oh, I'll grab this from that bridge, and and then tweak it a little bit, whatever. It'll be kind of. But then, like, you don't want to make it the E because the E is so wide.
Yeah.
But I try to make it a little bit different, but also not. Yeah.
Well, I got the Foley class bridge finally locked in. Just would like to
Mm-hmm.
see it at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
And Terrence Shaw says, "Wow, it's been 11 years since you two started all this." Yes, yes, indeed. And Mullen25 says, "I can't choose between you two. You're both legends." Wow. In our own minds. Yes.
Thank you. Very kind. It was a tricky one. There is no right answer, but there are two wrong answers.
I was going to put a third option of it doesn't can't pick. You're both awesome, but I didn't do that.
No, he didn't. He made his choice. Deary me.
It's been back and forth as to who's in the lead, so it's fine. And 26 votes only, so
Yeah, I think people are refusing to
41
vote.
people here.
I think it's people are refusing to
Yeah.
vote, which is absolutely fair.
Should I just end it there where I'm winning? Because that's not fair.
If you want, and do the third option with both. See what the.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, get hit the like button though, guys. 44 of you here, 49 likes. I want to get to 50 likes. You need one more.
Yes.
And this poll, Captain Foley doesn't win with no percentage. We're going to start a new poll.
Not sure that's what I saw, but okay. Yeah. Ben. Apparently some Starfleet ships have interchangeable bridge modules. Yes, they all do.
They all do.
As in, it is certainly implied. Because why wouldn't you, right? I mean, the nacelles can obviously pop in and out. The bridge module can pop in and out. I mean, honestly, there would... The logic would be that every single set could be taken out with dedicated... I mean, it should obviously all be on a very neat grid where you can just... And then the whole thing, right? There should be no rooms that are not neat. Even if you take apart rooms above them, you'd think. Especially the engineering room, the shuttle bay. We should all be able to be moved out. I would assume.
Yeah, no, it makes sense to have a swappable bridge module just to upgrade the user interface and the technology, basically. But plugging into the main feeds that go to different parts of the ship, it just makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. It's yeah.
Especially when you have a show where it's like changing production design and stuff all the time. So yeah, you got to explain it some way. So make the bridge modules swappable.
I mean, it's still confined within the physical space of the because the outside of the ship isn't changing. It's just the module inside, so there's still confines. You wouldn't be able to put an E bridge inside the D because there isn't enough space. Wrong dimensions, right? When I did Horizon, everything actually fits correctly. To the point that when Adrian built the captain's ready room, there's a weird curve on one wall. That's actually the edge of the ship. That you press up against the wall, so you're like that is literally the curve of the ship. Obviously, with an assumption of like a hole in between, but like that's the hull. But like the bridges are either really radically different or they're super similar and samey, So like how far do you change them for the sake of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dan Ben asked, did they show that in the Kelvin timeline? No, they did not. Mark Lawrence, $5. No, Sam, you must construct additional pylons.
Oh, do I have to? Oh dear. Well, no offense, or slightly offense. I'm not going to take inspiration from the Voyager A. I'm not gonna take inspiration from that bridge.
No, I wouldn't. First contact.
Oh.
Remember, for 65 months at the rank of commander. At Samuel, any thoughts on the last few destinations? Star Trek, Trek unbranded in London and Blackpool. 23,
I went to
24,
one of them.
25.
Didn't go this last one because it was really far away. Not earning enough right now, and I had other things to do. So it was a combination of all the things. But the one I went to was good. I enjoyed it. It was I believe that was the last one in London. Where I got, it was during the writer strike, so they couldn't talk about Star Trek or acting, which was obviously very odd because, like, what? But I met Terry Farrell there and various people. It's nice. We had a few Trekyards fans say hi. I met many of you all who, you know, say hi often. Dad got a Klingon Disruptor, one of the original, I guess, Playmate toys, which are quite hard to get, but it was a reasonably good price. Really big prop, as you know. That was good. Blackpool. I might go next one because the guests are pretty good. They're different. So this last destination was, you know, not a well planned thing. Now, it might have been for various reasons. I know CBS weren't very friendly about stuff. But they had like 7 guests, 5 are TOS originals, as in random people, and 4 of which cancelled right before. I mean, if they're all in 90s and 80s, that's fair enough. But it's like they have a habit of promising guests, then whatever reason they cancel. Which obviously isn't necessarily their fault, but it's their fault for not telling you if they cancel 3 months earlier and they still use their name to try and get whatever. Anson Mount was announced a month before the event as their only big guest. And then you got COVID right before.
Jeez.
Yep. And then obviously that was a big sentiment. We had a captain, we lost a captain, and then the TOS people cancelled. So then we had Commander Trenier and like 4 other people. But they said the vibe was better at the event. Like people liked it more apparently. But yeah, I mean, what you can do, as it were. What was odd is that the actual is that they said that Anson got COVID. Well, he was saying something like he was about to leave for the plane or something of the like, but then he filmed it during the day, but to get on a plane to get to the UK would have to have been at a different time, so it didn't make sense. So the video came earlier than when they told us because it would have to have been a different. He couldn't have physically travelled in that time, that place. So knowing when he made the video, whatever. But he did zoom in for an hour. Everyone said he looked I heard he looked terrible. So truly had COVID, but he did give an hour on Zoom call, which is very nice of him. I mean, you know, he let the people down, but he kind of made up for it. But next year they got some pretty interesting guests, so maybe. But Blackpool's quite far, and quite far, you know. Yeah.
How far is Blackpool?
4.5 hours. So it's about halfway up the country. So Marie would have to take the day off work Friday to then drive, and then take the day off Monday to then drive on Monday, because you can't do a full day at convention and then drive from like 10 p.m. all through the night. Like, it's not, you can't do that. So you're losing Monday and Friday as well as the weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not close.
Perfect.
Yeah. But the in theory guess next year. Oh, there's some good people. Back to you in the studio.
Michael says Star Trek ships should be modular. I even believe O'Brien and Worstad even make comments in TNG and DS9. Yeah. Dan says if it's not shown on screen, some people don't accept it, and I don't give a shit. It's very obvious that they're swappable. It's kind of just been a thing that's always been known since the motion picture, at least. And yeah.
Oh, did you know that Captain Pike had a pet goldfish when he was 4?
No, I did not know that.
I mean, it wasn't on
No.
screen, but it could be canon.
Oh, sure.
Same logic, right?
Yeah.
It's like my most annoying argument of people is that, oh, the size of the Enterprise isn't really 289 because it was never shown on screen. Yeah, technically you're
Yeah.
correct. The number was never on screen, but there's scale graphics and, you know, every movie and every show. It's like, yeah, but they all thought it was. I mean, technically it's not canon, but like, don't be obtuse, right? Like,
Yeah.
Jeffries wrote the scale down 60 years ago. He knew the scale and he told everybody. Don't be obtuse.
That's like saying that the Enterprise has no bathrooms at all because you never see one. It's not on screen, so therefore it's not canon. Leading up to TNG, where you see one door that says head. It's just
Yeah.
obviously they're there. Canonically, they're there.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, actually, very similar. You could say the Enterprise D has no captain's yacht.
Yeah.
Because there's no captain's yacht. There's just a oval detail. It could be anything. Literally, there's not distinct at all. But it was designed to be there. It was on blueprints. The people meant it to be there. But there's no canon evidence it's there. Except everyone says it is because everyone who worked on it whose intent was there. It's like, well,
Not
then,
even referenced. It's not used. I mean, they could have used it so many times.
like, I don't even think it's in the MSD. Because it's such a thin ship. Like, how do you know? I don't know if you can tell. I think fans had it because they would, but I don't think the original one had it.
Interesting. I don't know.
Yeah. Because I think the MSD for TNG was just the one in engineering, which would be engineering. You wouldn't need to have that necessarily.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we fight for canon all the time, but there's some things that just feel a bit, you know, you're fighting for the sake of fighting.
Yep.
Even if technically you're true, you're right. You know, you start getting slightly silly arguments that can be done.
Let's start to get down in the weeds a little bit as to the amount of detail you should be focusing on. So.
That's why I say I don't nitpick, because I could nitpick, and I don't. You know?
And we do sometimes.
I mean, I try not to. You know, you could like you could say it's canon that people wear tennis shoes because Bashir's wearing tennis shoes.
Because, well, he wasn't wearing them in the same scene just a minute before, though. It's like
Irrelevant on canon on screen. You know, it's like, well,
he just beamed on new shoes, apparently.
yeah. Well, they didn't say they didn't. Right? I mean, it's obtuse things like that. It's like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Classic Friel, yeah, Voyager does show sinks. Many sinks, many are seen in a sink. I think they show a sonic. Yeah, they show a sonic shower with B'Elanna.
Yes.
And then Archer shows a shower in his show.
Mm-hmm.
Deep Space Nine.
But Archer's wasn't Sonic.
Archer's
had water.
A shower, yeah. I mean, technically speaking, Insurrection showed a bath.
Mm-hmm. So did Genesis. The episode Genesis.
Yeah.
Troy was
there
in
you
the
go.
bathtub.
Yep. That's a good shower, actually. Yeah, and I wonder if there's a bar. I wonder if there's a toilet in that bathroom. Because I can imagine they would say either we don't need it or we'll just put one in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mark. Yeah, tub with Nix. Yeah. When do I, Troy? Give me 5 examples of me nitpicking, and I'm serious. So I try not to nitpick. What would be examples, right? What's the actual? You know?
The blinkies are on the wrong side. That's nitpicking. There's a lot of times where I'm like, yeah, it's a thing that happens all the time. Just move on. When I'm doing that, usually you're nitpicking and you keep going on about it. That's why I'm like saying that.
But it's like you saying, "Oh, the Camaro." I'm saying, "Oh, you saying that Camaro has the wrong color on this side." I'm like, that doesn't matter. They just painted it wrong. It's like, no, but it's meant to be that side. There's no. So it's a yes or no. There's no, you know, blinkies are definite. That's a reverse of nitpick. That's a giant point. Like they're always on the left and right side, and it's an easy thing to get right. So it's a giant pick. It's not a nitpick at all. A nitpick would be if all the escape pods had the same number. That's a nitpick because that's a really annoying thing to do. I do not need them to do that. But blinkies are a fundamental. It's not a nitpick. That's a pick. It's important. And I fixed it, so it's fine.
What's we got going on? 51 likes, guys. Hit the like button. We can get one at 51.
Yep. Also, Janeway in the bath with Q.
Yeah.
That's a famous bath. I wonder if there's a. No, there wouldn't be a. Because I know there's no toilet in the TNG set. Like, as in the quarters set. I know there's no toilet.
Mm-hmm.
You would think it would be on the XO1, wouldn't you? But yeah, no. Or would you think there would be? Oh no, Star Trek 5. That's a toilet. He pulls out the toilet. And he sits in it.
Well, that's in the brig. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a toilet. I mean, if the brig has it, then real sets have it. Surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Cap 93 says we need a poll, Team Cap or Team Sam. We already did that.
Yep.
Neither one of us won.
You almost won by a distinct margin. What's the current poll looking like, Stuart? Tell the audience how and what to look at.
Well, 34 votes. Who's your favorite Trekyard host? The winner right now currently is Both Are Awesome with 53%. Second place, Neither. We Demand New Hosts at 24%. And we're both tied with 12% each. Do transporters remove your poo? Yes, Kevin Scott. That's what you said for years. They just, when you're on a shift and you don't want to take a tour to the bathroom, you just beam it out of your bowels.
It takes a lot of time to go to the bathroom in space. You know, you've got things to do. We're busy
Especially if
people.
Especially if you're sitting at ops on the bridge, you're just like, transporter, beam it out of my bowels, put it in my replicator. I'll eat that when I get home. Have the lasagna ready.
Oh. I mean, it is efficient.
Yeah.
Don't let the waste go to waste.
No, it makes perfect sense, and it's not really disgusting when it's broken down to its constituent parts anyway, so.
Well, yeah, you've also got to remember everything's a closed loop, and you'd want things to last as long as possible without the need to refuel. So if you could have the entire crew, this is disgusting, of course, but, you know, all their things and bobs. It's like you could argue that, like, all the skin cells that you shed every day, if they were sucked up by the air system, 176 people on Voyager, whatever, would mount up, right? That could put in the replicator, and now you've got matter. Matter's useful.
That's a very good system, actually.
So I'm trying to think of the film, but there's a film where it's like a NASA-y film, and they're growing food, but it's a closed loop system. So as the heat evaporates, the water goes up to the ceiling, and then it informs and drops back down. So it's just
condensation.
Yeah, there's no water loss.
The Martian.
I don't think it's that scene, but they did it as well. But yeah, they do. Yeah, you just trap it in a room, and boom, you got infinite water, kind of. It's important. Space.
Terrence Childs says, or asks, has there ever been a Star Trek comic book? Yes, many.
Oh yeah.
Going back to the 60s and the Gold Key comics, and
yeah. I never told you this, but if you recall, I'm on the cover of a
yes, the Resurgence one. Yeah.
No, I know you know that bit. I'm not really, but it looks like me, kind of like more me than a lot of people. And when I was at Country with Marie, there was a comic artist that had Resurgence comics on his poster. Like, oh my god, did you do these? He's like, yes, I did. Number 4? No, not number 4. Damn it! He did like 4 out of the 6, except the one my face is on. But I got to say well done for the issues because it's very, very good, etc. So I almost met the guy that drew my face because I was so close. So I almost did it.
It's a good likeness. Yeah.
It's very nice. But it was pretty fun to be like, oh, you know, just you walk past it, and I was like, oh, hey, I don't know the guy, of course, just the comic styling, which is quite cool. Yeah, you know.
Sasagura, oh, Sasagura 2005 euros.
Thanks so much.
I don't trust the transporter enough to not expect it to beam out all of my innards at least once every 5 years with daily use. Yeah, one little transporter misalignment and your bowels are gone.
Thing is, like, everyone in your entire family, if you're in Starfleet, has used the transporter hundreds of times. Right, you got to think at the normality of it in the Trek world. Like, they've had decades to work out the kinks. Right? Like, who's we thinking of it? It's like, what percentage of the population are really worried about getting on a plane? Right? Planes are far more dangerous than transporters because if it ran out of power, you're dead, right? There's nothing you can do, right? And also the air and, you know, all the things. So, and yet most people are fine with it. But really, it's thoroughly dangerous if it's not, because it's so dangerous that you have really good safety procedures, right?
Yeah.
I mean, some people are afraid, of course, but how many people are flying every single day? Tens of thousands? More than tens of thousands? And how many plane accidents are there? Double digits?
Yep.
So it's that level of mundane. NX-01 is why it worked, right? Fair. But every other era is like, I mean, they've been doing it for decades, and you know, I mean, even just the idea of being in a car is literally an explosion under you, right? There's fuel hitting a thing, but it's a reaction, it's an explosion, mini explosion in the engine. Like there's the thing happening. It's a dangerous thing, but it's like, yeah, but it's fine. Yeah, but it's crazy, you know. Just point out.
Sergeant Montgomery. I think the Trekyards mascot should be the captain and commander transporter accident character.
Huh.
Somebody very early on made us one. Stumule.
Oh.
And yeah.
Yay. Yeah.
We got pictures that people had sent us like years ago.
Yeah.
We should do a Photoshop contest or something.
Well, yeah.
Again. Yeah. Yeah.
No, not hump contract like Barkley. You just get over it, right? And I think once you accept that you might die with every beam, you're like, yeah, the next meal deal will do the situation. I don't know. Gotta kind of trust the system.
Yeah, just the fundamental process of the transporter basically murders you and then puts you back together. It's just like, oh, that's a great thought. Once you've done it once, though, you might as well just keep going, because
Yeah.
it's that first one that I'd be worried about.
And then what if you're beamed to school as a kid without consent? As in, like, of course, a beaming, right? Because that's the thing. Schools would use transporters.
Or there was complications during your birth, so they use the transporter
Yeah.
to your mom's womb.
Yeah.
Without your consent.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, these are not silly.
That would make sense surgically.
Well, and in fact, I never thought about that. Would in the future they want women to hurt parts of their internal physiology when you just beam it out to save them the trauma? I mean, what? I mean, why have them go through that trauma and hurt themselves? Just beam it out, right?
Because it's part of life, and we've been doing it for hundreds of thousands of years.
We've also walked places and we invented cars, and you know, it's like that you can date somebody in a different country. Ludicrous, right? No, you can't. You haven't met them. How can you do it? Oh, because of the internet, right? Ludicrous concept. You find your soulmate in your same town. At your work with 40 other people, you find your soulmate there. You're one and only. No, you don't. That's just the person you happen to have, you know. Oh, how life has changed a little bit.
Yep.
Dear me. Do you think that will be dealt with in the new Academy show? The idea of like parents and because they're of an age where they can now talk about their parents. It's relatively infrequent in other shows, except like Roxana. But the idea of oh, my mum's on the Iridian, and she has to come and do this. There's a certain, or is it because they're Starfleet? They're moved away from that and need to even reference them.
It depends on that. I think we're gonna get a few stories about parents.
Yeah.
That might be an issue
Mm-hmm.
or not. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. I think
Yeah.
it will be mentioned though for a few of them.
Yeah. I mean, well, we know that. Well, we know that it's implied that one of the parents is like a rich oligarch kind of thing. So that obviously be a plot.
Yeah.
I guess I'd be kind of surprised if they never do a oh gosh, what was it called a Romeo and Juliet style thing at some point with two cadets with two families that hate each other.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to do something like that.
Yeah,
actually.
it feels like a very logical.
Yep.
Which is fair, no issue. But I felt that will be at some point. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dan. No. No Discovery shuttles. No, not taking the taxi. No, sir.
Ah, yes, the Discovery taxi.
It really would be interesting to go back and rewatch the Discovery episodes in our reviews and see how, because that might be interesting by itself to actually rewatch an episode, re-review it, and then watch our previous review.
What we should do is rewatch the episode, then watch our review, and every point we make, kind of be like, "Yeah, I still agree," or "No, I
Oh
disagree."
God.
Then pause it, say why we disagree.
So Trekyards review of Discovery Season 1, Episode 1.
Sure.
God. Because I watched one years ago, and I was like, wow, we gave them so much credit. We had this must be because of this, and that it's like so much positive potential. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like none of that happened. No.
Yeah. The short treks, I think it's called Children of Mars, was kind of touching with the kids separated from their parents, says AC Costello. Was it though? I never see my dad who's on Mars. He's so far away, he can't get home. Really? You can fucking transport. Boop, boop, boop. Even if you have to transport to a ship or to an outpost and then to Earth, you'd be home all the time. It made the future, but Picard season 1 made the future seem dystopian. It really did, and that's when that whole Children of Mars thing, was a short that happened. So, yeah, I never see my dad. He's away at Mars. I don't see him for months on end. It's like, really? I'd be taking transports. I got back every 2 weeks probably to Earth just to hang out for a weekend and either transport or transporter. It would all be very quick.
Yeah, it's a hard allegory without beaming, but yeah, given especially in Picard season 1, how we saw Picard just walk in and out of a transporter booth thing at the front of Starfleet HQ, which things happening, and those things are being plugged in that, and also being from France, so it was instant, no issue, right? I'm fine with not being able to beam between planets. Okay, fine, but they would 1,000% work out a way to beam to another transporter pattern buffer on a relay station between the planets and be able to just go, not the max, but like a safe distance, and then it just automatically beams you one to next, like the dog thing in Dalmatians, right? You go along the line because you'd want no shuttle beaming to Mars to your main facility. You would absolutely do that. It's totally within the power of Starfleet.
Yeah.
But even like a shuttle, like warping between Earth and Mars is going to take no time at all. I mean, you could literally go for a coffee. You could get coffee at Earth and bring it back. and it would still be warm, probably, right? Like beaming to and
Yes.
from a shuttle. I mean, that's the warp scale, and this is Picard era. If it was Enterprise, fine. TOS, could they beam between planets with maybe? Picard though, yeah, that's a very advanced era.
And people bring up the whole no warping within the solar system. Well, first of all, they do it all the time. Second of all, if it was your own solar system, you have it mapped out, you would have transport lanes where you could do like warp one between planets, which would be no problem at all, really. Um, so yeah, FedEx your pattern buffer. I think it's been mentioned you can beam from Earth to the moon. Yeah, but that's not a far distance, really. Um, wouldn't the transporter heat up the coffee again? Yes, every time you beam, you can re-energize or reheat up your coffee. Yeah,
That's funny. Okay, let me do some chat GPT talking nonsense, okay?
sure.
Let's do some math. Math.
Absolutely. Feel free to hit me with any math question you've got, and we'll dive right in.
Okay, so this is a warp scale question. If Earth to the moon is 400,000 kilometers, how far is Earth to Mars?
So Earth to the moon is about 400,000 kilometers, and that's a nice baseline. Earth to Mars, on the other hand, is quite a bit more variable because the distance changes depending on
Yeah,
where the planets
average
are.
it. Average it.
Absolutely. On average, when Earth and Mars are at a relatively close approach, you're talking roughly about 225 million kilometers, give or take. So yeah, compared to
Okay,
that little
quite a lot further. So if at warp factor 3, it takes 0.03 seconds to get from Earth to the moon, how many seconds to Mars at warp 3? Skip to the answer, please.
Got it. Skipping straight to the answer for you. So if it's 0.03 seconds to the moon at warp factor 3, then to Mars at that same speed, we're looking at about 16 to 17 seconds. So definitely a bit longer, but still pretty quick.
Yeah.
If it's 1.34 seconds at warp 1 to the moon, how far to Mars at warp 1?
All right, let's just jump right to the point again. If you've got 1.34 seconds to the moon at warp 1, then to Mars you're looking at around 670 to 680 seconds, which is roughly about 11 or 12 minutes. So it's a nice little scale up.
Perfect. Yeah.
So he could take a 16-second warp jump back to Earth, order a coffee, beam to the coffee shop, pick up a coffee, beam back up, take another 16-second warp jump back to his office, beam down. His coffee would not have cooled down in the 5 or so minutes maximum to go from Earth to Mars warp 3.
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Yep. Turn her off. You're
Yeah,
good at
it's
turning
Hold on,
women
really
off.
fun.
we'll do one more. If warp 9.9 is 0.000440 seconds, then how far to Mars?
All right, straight to the fun part. If you're zipping along at warp 9.9 and it takes that teeny tiny fraction of a second to get to the moon, then to Mars you'd be looking at basically just a few milliseconds. So yeah, your coffee would definitely still be piping hot at that point.
Perfect. Now I
Yeah.
got some super chats that came in. Check all that.
Excellent.
So let's see. Well, first of all, I'll reach Sergeant Montgomery's first.
Excellent.
$2. Working. LOL. Yes. I'm going to skip right to the point. So if we're saying that, no, that's not right to the point now, is it?
Yeah, telling me you're going to go to the point reduces the going to the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she tries, okay? She tries hard.
Sussy Guru 2005 euros. I think that a lot of new Trek stories and setups and the over-the-top melodrama would work a lot better if they made it an anime, especially Starfleet Academy. An anime? Why?
We'd
Sounds
lose
like a
most of the
classic for
viewers.
real comment. Yeah, sounds like a classic for real comment.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And the dress code would be far more strict and less
And
dressed.
all the people could transform into ships,
Oh,
so
obviously.
they could go
Yeah.
where they needed to go.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, cadets in disguise and all that.
Dun, 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 dun.
And was that informative, guys, about the warp thing? So I didn't realize it was that quick, I'll be honest. That was using the TNG warp scale as developed by, I believe, the tech manual.
I could have probably guessed the Mars one because speed of light, right? It takes light 8 minutes to get from the sun to Earth.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
and yeah, warp one's fair, safe travel speed. Like I said, you'd have specific lanes set up with no debris, nothing to worry about. That you could do low warp within your system. It would only make sense.
Gosh,
so yeah.
Can you imagine telling your kids, "I can't come home for dinner," and then asking the ship's computer how long it would take him to get home, and they're like 1 second, or like 11 seconds?
Yeah.
Mum, why can't Dad come home? He's too far away. Because it's 11 seconds. He's too far away. No, he just doesn't like you, kids. He's choosing not to come home. He doesn't like you. You are all moving on.
Yeah. Hold on one second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, you shouldn't necessarily use warping system, but full impulse, far enough away, fair enough. I just find it's just a ridiculous short, and they didn't understand distances and times. Now, if they're Alpha Centauri, fair enough, or a different colony, but in system, boy, they are going to work out a way of being serious in traveling. Yeah, that was the short trek with the Discovery Shuttle. Yeah. Wait, if you had a interlinked transporter system across the relays, why do you need starships between colonies? Because you couldn't do it across star systems, but you could do it across a solar system, which is a significantly less far zone. I wasn't suggesting by any means. I mean, I guess in theory you could with hundreds of relays between systems, but then you have pattern degradation. You'd have hundreds and hundreds, maybe about thousands, presumably, between light years. I mean, that's not worth it. That's not worth it as a solar system. I mean, you wouldn't really have a huge issue of doing between planets. Hey, Jason, good to see you. Yes. Oh my God, yeah, Domino's 30 seconds or less. And guys, just remind you all, if you PayPal any amazing super chat, then we get significant more of it. Well over 30%. So that does make a huge difference. So if you can, please do. And I mean, they all help channel so much, as you guys know. We've got a Trekyards happening, oh gosh, on the 26th. That we expect to be a giant blowout. So do pop in for that if you guys can. That should be fun. What are you guys saying? From sublight save dilithium. I mean, you've not. It's more deuterium than dilithium, but you wouldn't be a problem. Hey, Stuart. Let's see. Yeah, classic. Is warp that widespread use? Oh, Michael. As it shows up there in the LCARS, it is trekyards@hotmail.com. That's why it's in the LCARS. Right up there, visible, just above us. PayPal is trekyards@hotmail.com. As I say, we had a lot more bang for the buck, which is great. We thank you all in advance. Gosh, yeah, me soloing. Yeah, so this weekend we've got a Academy ship video about the Athena, which I found quite interesting, and some other videos on other stuff from that thing. If you do care about Academy, if you don't care, it's fun ship talk and tech talk, and we do like that. Trekyards, like I said, on the 26th, which is next, not this one, next Sunday. This Saturday and Sunday I'm off to Kent to see Marie, and in fact her aunt is coming from Norway, so we're going to see if she can film some audio to do a Trek short, just sort of give her a role in one of the Trek shorts that's sort of a low-key role. See if we can get her in that and see how she sounds. Yeah, 11 years. How long does that feel like to me? I mean, it feels more than 6, I'll say that. Because Discovery being 2016, 2016, that feels a lot closer. Even though we had like a year and a half between the season discovery, I think. Gosh. That just shows how quick time can fly, but also how many hours of content we produced, which is absolutely mad. Oh, and the poll. Well, let's see how the poll is going. Who's your favourite Trekyards host? Thanks, Stuart. Both are awesome is winning with 55%. Neither we demand new host, 23%. Oh. 11% Captain Foley, 11% Commander Kraken. So at least we are, whatever. But we challenged everyone at the start to PayPal at trekyards@hotmail.com 11 of your currency. We've had a couple, which was really fun. If we got 10 11s on the PayPal, that would be absolutely spectacular. We challenge you all for 11 years. We challenge you all. Hello, Stuart. Welcome back.
Hello, I'm back, everybody. Didn't hit the unmute button. There we go.
Didn't hear a word, don't I?
All right, good. Dean Badger, $11. Here's to 11 great years. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
The Scottish Nightmare, member for 65 months at the rank of ensign.
Thank you.
If Starfleet Academy had houses, what would be their names? Don't know. We gotta watch the show first to find out. Team better than you, or house better than you.
Well,
I can hurt people. Fucking no.
It'd be that iguana thing in McCoy's office, whatever that's called. That'd be one house.
The six-legged.
Yeah. I mean, House Targ, because it's the future, so we're equal opportunity. You know, House Targ.
Ooh.
House, oh gosh, what's the, one of Ardra's other forms? So it can't be Ardra, it's one of her forms. What was the, I guess Ardra was her main fake form, because that was the god. Yeah, I feel like Klingon has it really easy. You have Kalis, you have Molor, you have Targ, you have Grethor as a place. That's Kalis. Yeah. Or Kalesh. Yeah.
Trying to think. House Seti Eel.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys. Get on your phones, your tablets, however you're responding to us. Okay, visualize this. It just occurred to me while Stuart was talking. How would you all feel? How would you feel? And this is to you, Stuart, but I want everyone's reactions. How would you feel if you saw the one and only Captain Foley in some sort of Wrath of Khan-esque costume, maybe his vest, in the prison Ruapenthe trial room, on trial in a fan film?
How would I feel?
How would they feel? How would you feel? Having Stuart vaguely on trial in a film. Imagine a cold open where you're just in that trial room.
he probably deserves it. He's a bastard, that Captain Foley.
That'd be such a great visual, wouldn't it? Just start and then there will be silence in the court. Foley of House Foley, you have been charged with stupid facial hair. How do you plead? Your silence is intimidating. That really fucking hurts.
Sasiguru 2005 euros. Do you think the Borg would have eventually adapted to the holographic Tommy gun, or is it a perfect anti-Borg weapon like an STO? They'd adapt to it for sure. We've had this discussion before about projectile weapons versus energy weapons with the Borg. They would adapt to it for sure. Data's gut. First thought, oh shit, what did he do? I mean, what would Captain Foley do? He's the nicest guy. He never does anything wrong, never says anything.
Ask the Tholians. I agree.
So.
Yeah, how would you feel seeing that? Because that sounds pretty cool to me.
How do you feel?
And that's how yeah, would you guys want to see that? At some point we'll get Stuart into the UK and we can really go wild on that.
No, we should do.
Yeah.
We should replicate our faces in that thumbnail.
Oh, where's the thumbnail? There it is. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if mine's the right way or not, but do it this way too. Perfect.
But we've never looked better. It's not a good face for either of us, although I quite like your genuine expression. Genuine expression.
Yes.
Yeah. It'd be fun. It's fun to put you on trial. That'd be cool.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's great.
Pretty sure I actually have that blueprint that I found somewhere.
Blueprint of what?
Well, the room of this physical set they built.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's not exactly hard, right? It's not exactly an elaborate set. It's just guessing it would suck. Yeah, that'd be cool. Hard to light though, because where the hell was actually lit from? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got some Klingon models I could do. Yeah. Which previous which okay, so if you're about the Klingon era, which house person is judging you, if not, whatever, Colonel Worf, which name legacy character would it be a House Gorkon, or well, no, he's the House Gowron, House Martok? Who'd be judging you, do you think, or your good guy one?
It's a good question.
Let's go for like a more obscure house.
Duras.
I had thought that, but it sounds that's why you got off scot-free, because you made a pact with the devil. Oh dear.
Sure. Yeah, why not?
It's such a dust. I mean, owning the scene, it's such a dusty, gross looking, like there's a real tangible ugh to the air. A lot of back. It's got a bit of a giant spotlight on your head. It's in full shadow. And they must have sold that communicator at some point, the translator,
Big Batman one.
Yeah.
It looks like a Batman device. Yeah. Don't wait for the translation. Answer me now. I kind of have to wait for the translation to understand what the fuck you're saying. Hold on a second. Yeah. No, I can't answer you when I don't understand what the fuck you're saying. Yeah.
That's a great scene, though.
It is.
I feel like I could probably get someone to 3D print that prop as well.
Yeah, that would be fairly simple to do. Oh.
Don't know why it's just making me think, but
Don't think. It's one of the worst things you can do for your brain.
Oh.
House Grilka. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. See? That's why you guys are here. That is why you guys are here. But I like, it's like I had the idea of a cold open, I think that's a spoiler, but I haven't written it yet. But we'll call it a spoiler though it's not been written yet. But picture this, you're in space, and there's an object, and it's floating, and this is just, it went straight from, tidal to this. And as it's floating, it gets closer, it spins, and you realize it's one of those TNG era torpedo coffins with a window. And as it keeps spinning, you see Nick Cook in the window, in the coffin, and it cuts up to black. Like, how's that for a cold open?
Great.
And then, it says, 24 hours earlier. It's like, well, shit. Did you call? Yeah, we did. Yep.
Yeah. I like when they do that kind of shit.
Yeah, I do. I never do it. I never do it. I have got a really good, in the Whale Probe film, I have a really good cold open that's really, really different. Which is both a flashback and not a flashback at the same time. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Terrence asks, I completely forgot about this, but I mean to ask, are you guys going to wear your uniforms on Halloween? That's a Friday.
No.
Yeah, I normally do a
I have
Halloween.
a wedding to go to on Friday. On Halloween.
Yeah, yes. Who said this Saturday?
Thomas's is this Saturday. Sabrina's on Halloween.
Oh.
Yeah. Told you I got a busy goddamn month.
Yeah.
Lots going on.
Was that intentional Halloween wedding?
Yes. Yes. That's why they're doing it this year too, after we've been engaged for a few months, because it'll be on a Friday, they can do it at the courthouse. They wait till next year, it's a Saturday, the courthouse is closed, so they can't do it.
Right.
So
Okay.
whatever. I just shake my head and go, yeah, okay, sure, I'll be there. No
Booked, done, yeah. Okay, fair.
Glad she doesn't watch my content.
I commented that thing. I was like, "Oh, save spinach if you're this far in the video." I was like, spinach. The video.
I tend to put those in my videos. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So, you're just looking at Thomas with his Jesus Deadpool. It's great.
Well, no, you commented. I see the Doctor Who stuff or whatever. I forget exactly.
Well, I was commenting as I was going, so yeah. I was doing a look. Well, I hate that with fan films because you're commenting. There's a plot hole.
It's resolved later, and they never follow it up.
All they sometimes do is, "Oh, I should have watched till the end." It's like, yeah.
Well, most people, I noticed with a lot of videos, even ours and other channels, make comment. It's all stuff within the first like few minutes, which all gets answered or rectified later. So you know they only watched the first few minutes, made all their fucking hissy fits, and then left. And it's like, really? Because there's been times where I wanted to comment on something, and I'm like, gonna wait, and sure enough, it gets answered. So
yeah. I don't comment that many videos, so I guess that's part of it for me.
I don't either, really. There's a few I feel very passionate about because they get something completely fucking wrong.
Well,
and I wait. And sometimes later in the video, they'll be like, yeah, sorry, I made a mistake earlier. And they correct it. And it's like, okay, thank you. I don't have to say anything.
Although everybody has a habit of commenting negatively because you want to be right.
Yeah.
You know, that superiority. And I don't know if people mean it in the same way, but just the idea of, yes, I know more than you do. It's just a thing that humans have. And I commented on a Twitter post where someone did it was very, very good. I think it's called Joe. They post loads of great concept art behind the scenes of Trek. Really great. Really, really great account. And I look at most of the posts. Great. I save loads. Great. Cool. I don't comment much because I'm not really a big Twitter commenter. And then I noticed that they posted Star Generations picture. And it was great. Really high res. And I was like, oh, instantly I know there's been AI upscaled. The face looked wrong. Good, but wrong. I'm like, and so I commented, never seen this before. Was it upscaled? I noticed this. I meant it to be, pleasant, but obviously if he's now got 10 people complaining, it looks like 1 out of 10, and he commented about saying, yes, it was. Sorry, didn't realise. Wow, wouldn't be great to have some nice comments for a change. I'm like, oh. I mean, yeah, I guess if my 1 out of 50 posts I comment on is a I told you so kind of thing, it's like, oh, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
It was meant to be kind of, nice, but yeah, I can see. Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Chaz is going as a Crimson Guard of Cobra. Nice.
Right.
I'd like to see a picture of that costume. That'd be cool.
Yeah. It's funny, I've got literally so many Halloween things, but they're all high end. I could go out as a full Jedi, but then imagine getting, drink spilled on that. And I've never really had, I mean, I could count the number of times drink spilled on me on one hand in like 10 years. Doesn't mean it couldn't happen, but if you got on a really nice something, it's like, oh no, right? Somebody's like, no, we're not going to have to wear that. But I keep wanting to go out for Halloween, but, never
Plus, all
happens.
the really nice costumes have like accessories, like lightsabers and or blasters and or something.
Sure.
And it's like you don't really want to be setting those down or leaving them anywhere. Plus, they're part of the costume, so you don't want to leave them in the car when you go in somewhere because then it's like, yeah, I got it in the car.
Well, I'm also thinking like clubbing as well. Would be to an actual bar, not a house. House bar is a little bit different, but yeah.
That's what I was talking about. I was talking about a club.
Okay,
but
yeah.
I don't go clubbing, so never did, never will. It's just stupid. So, but yeah, I mean, it's almost like the costume feels incomplete without the accessory, but you don't want to take it in with you. So
Yeah, no, fair. Yeah. What was it? Oh yeah. I went once during Trekyards. I went as Green Arrow because I saw a hoodie that I was like, oh, if I cut the arms off and did some stuff, I could be Green Arrow. And I had like 4 days to turn it around because I didn't have plans. I was presented plans. I was like, oh yeah, I'll do that. And I went to a cheap store and I bought a saw. I thought if I take the blade off and put string between it, it'll be a bow because it's the right shape, give or take. It's a Halloween. You're not meant to spend much on Halloween costumes if you're just being a cheap one, right? And it actually looked surprisingly good. But then when I went to the club, they were like, nope, gotta leave that behind. It's like,
it's a weapon.
I mean, it's a saw with string, and it's my bow, and I just felt weird then going in just without that because it was just like on my back. It wasn't like anything. Wasn't using it for anything, but it felt part of the costume. I'm Green Arrow. I was just a guy in a green hoodie with some face paint. You know, I was like, oh, so I had to put it down. No one stole it, but like, oh, so that's part of it. Otherwise, I'm just the green. Where's my arrow? You know,
the green hoodie man.
The green hoodie. Plus, I also then couldn't have the hood up in the club, so now I was a guy in a hoodie that had it down, which felt kind of odd as well. So like, it wasn't quite the same versus the house party and the other stuff.
But you survived. You made it through.
I did. Oh, I think I did.
That's good.
I think I did.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure.
Perfect.
It will be a dream.
Life is but a dream.
Life is but a dream.
Oh, speaking of, we got now that there's no new Trek on currently till January. In November and December, we might continue with our movie reviews. Next up is Star Trek 4 at some point. Probably do that in November.
That sounds like
don't know if we'll have time in December for one, but
I could see that being a silly 5 in December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are always fun too, because love looking at the movies in a new way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And reviewing them because it's kind of interesting what we discover.
Yeah, and what bits of the movie you linger on for a long time. It's like, yep, no, that was 40 minutes on that one bit. It's like, yep. No, 100%. And I remember when I got the 4Ks, I'm like, I'm saving them until we review them because I can see them for the first time. Yeah.
But that's something we can look forward to as well. So
I'm interested to do 5 as well, like I said, if it did in December or not. But 5 could be really interesting, how we see it in this context.
Yeah. We're doing them all in order, so 4 is next, and then I think 5 comes after 4, last I heard. So we'll get there.
Although, if and when AI becomes more flexible, whatever, and controllable, I was thinking, wouldn't it be fun if people made like Star Trek 4.5, the movie in between? You know?
Yeah.
And you had to watch in order with the extras.
You could call it Cetacean Rising.
Yep. Or Star Trek 4.5, The Revenge of Jillian.
Oh.
She's like, I'm in the future. I didn't mean for this to happen. And she just goes on a giant tirade. And it's like, what? Jillian, you wanted to be here. I didn't know, did I? You didn't really tell me.
Yeah, she finds out about the Guardian of Forever and makes a scramble to get there, to get home. Or at least give herself, her past self, future knowledge.
Oh, I love that. Well, because if you have AI that can do new things, that would be amazing. Yeah.
To be fair, she would probably look into Kirk's adventures because she, had a thing for Kirk. And the Guardian of Forever would be classified, but she could find out about it in some way. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I feel like you could do a really, really fun bootstrap paradox. And again, guys, super chat thoughts, comments, questions, to our ideas. We love hearing you guys about our random. Imagine a bootstrap paradox where I love what you just said. I picture it straight away. So you hard cut from the end of Star Trek 4, and then you cut to Star Trek 4.5, and it starts like 4 years later, and Jillian's in a uniform. She's, advisory officer, whatever. She's on, let's say, an Excelsior, whatever. Not the, but a Excelsior. And something happens, and she gets on a shuttle. She has to leave, and she goes Guardian Forever, and she's a bit older. And then she's told she has to step through. She's not sure why, and she ends up back in Star Trek 4, and she rewatches the scenes from a different perspective, and turns out that she was the one that went to Scotty and told him that she would be beaming with Kirk, and therefore to expand the confinement beam to allow for 2 people to be beamed. Because you can't really do that. Like, that was always a very minor plot hole. So she's the reason that she told him to let her beam him. And that's why. And so there's a great scene of a new AI thing of Jillian on the bird of prey with Scott before. Yeah, that could be a really fun, like, little scene, and then something else happens. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just trying to think of other things in the movie that she could like interfere with.
Yeah. But like to solve, to continue, to not change anything. Even though punching her friend in the dick. Like after she slaps him saying, "You should have told me," and then she leaves. And she goes back in the room, says, "You should have told me," punch in the dick. And he just got slapped in the face. The whale guy that she knew.
Oh yeah.
Double assault. She wanted double revenge.
Yes. Or a Star Trek short about Dr. Jillian tracking down who sent the probe. Yeah. That sounds like a movie or a novel. That sounds very, very detailed.
Oh man, yeah, that would have been really great. Actually, a very short trek of Jillian just in a whale tank in her era, talking to George and Gracie, but now she can do the translation.
Mm-hmm.
And you bring back Jillian actress because she's alive still. Like, that would have been a lovely little short.
Yep.
And then you could have had you already had George get Walter back. Lieutenant Jillian, it's good to see you. Just a little beat, Oh, Captain Chekhov, good to see you. Yes, I'd like to take Gracie on a mission of great importance. That'd be sweet. What were those stories? Why did we get a shit planet where everything tastes like shit or whatever?
Oh my goodness. So yes, lots to look forward to. Although fucking Starfleet Academy starts January 15th, so then we'll be back into reviewing that. So take another break from the movies, at least. Not that I'm complaining. I shouldn't be complaining with new Trek. We'll have stuff to talk about, hopefully.
Well, it's hard to be overly thrilled.
You're not wrong.
And obviously, as ever, had it just been a TNG era cadet show, and they just wear the same TNG cadet uniforms, and they use the Enterprise D bridge they built for Picard, boy, you'd have had people just jumping for joy.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, yeah, a cadet show on a Galaxy class where they already built the 1.6 whatever million set. That'd have been great.
Mm-hmm.
And Picard could still be in it as like the first EMH.
Yeah.
Right.
Peter Montgomery, I did enjoy the Star Trek Con podcast audio drama. Yes, it's not over yet. It's not going to be 9 episodes. I think we're at 6. I think I've listened to 5. I haven't listened to the latest one yet. Have you been listening to that at all? The Con?
No.
It's worth it. It's really good. Most episodes are like 35 minutes long.
Yeah, well, they're good length. How many have you watched all of them or listened to all of them so far? All 6?
Yep. I haven't listened to the latest one, but yes.
Although I imagine they're pretty disappointed because the first one's at 99,000 views, then 18,000, then 12,000, then 12,000, 9,000, then 8,000. So
Well, you don't get updates that they're coming out with a new one, so I have to go look for it. So I think that's a problem a lot of people are having.
what if every week though, and if you love them, you think you'd look?
Yeah, but a lot of people might also wait till they're all out and then go listen to them all.
Sure, but the
'Cause
drop
they're so
off,
short. Yeah,
from 99,000 to 9,000. They're not paying
happens.
him. They're definitely thinking that was not worth us doing, money wise.
It happens all the time though with multi-part videos, even on our channel.
Mm.
First one will get like 15,000 views. The second one will get 8,000. It's like, what the fuck?
It's
There's
just
information you need to get from the second one.
yeah, it's just sad because the Strange World's first clip was just a clip. 351,000 views. I would think a Khan audio drama would be far more interesting than that. But as you've listened, how much Sulu and Tuvok is in all six? Because that's why I would listen to it, like to get their context. Khan is like, okay, cool, but that they would be the reason I'd listen to it. How much are they in it overall? That spoiling.
Tuvok's in it more than Sulu is,
Mm-hmm.
and not a super high percentage because it's trying to tell a story from two different time eras.
Mhm.
So one perspective's like the present modern day is not super focused on really. Probably will be later near the end because we're getting the reveal of the story. So it might be more at the end of the
Yeah, I'd assume.
Tuvok and Sulu stuff. So
I was assuming for a wraparound, yeah.
but yeah, it's really enjoyable. I'm really enjoying it. So definitely gives more context and makes you feel a little bit differently about Khan as people.
Well, it was written by the guy, so it's not like the normal writers. It's like, no, it's written by the guy that wrote Wrath of Khan, so he has the best, you know, as in partially written by him, and Kirsten Beyer, I believe, was the other one. Yeah. I don't know. I'm it's such a thing of I don't ever try to watch content because all the things I'm trying to do, you know, like I did a texture for a set 2 weeks ago to be 7.5 hours.
Yeah. Well, I
You know,
listen to the Khan thing when I'm like loading the dishwasher.
Yeah.
You know, so I try to find time in the day to just cutting the grass or whatever.
Yeah, I could do it while doing dinner. I hadn't even thought of that. Because I do listen to sort of semi-useful stuff during dinner making. Dan
says, yeah, I know this YouTuber who posted their videos in part one and two. Part one would always get more views. Yeah, it always does. People don't think to come back to check out part two. They forget about it. Depends how much time is between part one and part two as well. But yeah, we've definitely noticed it on our channel. And it's a shame because a lot of times some of the best stuff is in part two.
Payoffs.
But yeah. Oh well.
I mean, it's I think also it's part of it is just the YouTube algorithm shares things to a lot of people, and all of them actually don't want to watch what you're doing. They're just shown it, and they happen to click on it, and they might watch a few seconds and click off. You know, that's so part two is the intentionality of, oh, I'm going to watch part two now as well. So you lose all the random views. So Temper Anomaly, right, 6 years ago released, 621,000 views for part one. Nice. Amazing. Went viral, it never stopped going viral, super. Part two, 210,000. So that's a third, which is terrible.
Yeah.
But that means 210,000 people actually finished the story, which is actually fantastic, but also the drop off, that's just, you know, that's happened. In a similar vein, Pacific 201, very famous fan film, 911,000 for part one, fantastic. 351,000 for part two, so it dropped off also to a third.
Yeah, a third's kind of the number, yeah.
And that certainly is action packed, and you'd think you'd want to see more. Yeah, it's real odd
anomaly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like leaving things unfinished, just personally. So I just I will go watch it. I will seek it out, even though it's not served to me on a platter necessarily. The other parts of the story, but if I remember, I'll check them out. So,
especially as this isn't quite related to most like the initial run, but for all the rest of history, both parts are up at the same time.
Yeah.
So only in the initial run
Exactly. The initial run skews it because after they're both up, a lot of times people will watch both back to back. So if one's got 3 times as many views
Mm-hmm.
and the second one's down, it's going to still translate. It's not going to fix itself because if they're watching parts 1 and 2, it's still going to add to part 1 and part 2. So it's the initial run that always fucks it. Yeah.
I don't know, it's just, yeah, sad that people don't watch part 2 in general. It's odd.
Yeah. What about our saucer separation one? Because part 2, that didn't get nearly as many views.
Part 1, 119,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
Part 2, 28,000 views. So 1/5.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
And they're both fantastic thumbnails. But yeah, I don't think 80,000 people are not going to enjoy part 2. Right? I don't know.
Part 2 had some of the best information in it, too.
Well, it was eras, wasn't it? So it was the Enterprise D and E and stuff.
Yeah. Boo. Those are some of my favorite episodes we did.
And it's so funny, you'd think that YouTube would really want to push content. And if you watch part 1, you'd think that's the one that you make sure they watch. You really get them to watch part 2, right? You saw it doesn't really, yeah.
We did some really interesting videos back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, we did a lot of topics. A lot of ships that we forgot we did. That's what 11 years does. You know, you kind of do some stuff.
Yeah.
Let's have a brief bathroom break back in 2 minutes. Guys, throw in some questions, comments, super chats, thoughts. It's 32 of you here. Jump in some questions. I challenge you.
Yes. Throw us some questions that you've been wondering about Trekyards or either one of us for 11 years. Just scrolling through some of our older content, and it's quite interesting. Because back in the early part of the channel, like the channel was originally my channel. And then we wanted to keep on to the subscribers that I had. So we just made it Trekyards, and then I created my other channel, my personal channel. So there's a lot of interspersed stuff of my content interspersed with the Trekyard stuff, which is not necessarily the best idea the way to do a channel, but quickly changed that. So yeah, that's just interesting going back and looking at some of the topics. Like we had Josh Spencer on, who helped with the Starfleet Battles game, who's since passed away. Rest in peace. I also did a gameplay of Starfleet Battles with him and my brother Steve. Just some interesting stuff back early on. So, and then my captain's logs, which were just talking about relevant things at the time or whatever was on my mind, which I've kind of stopped doing. They kind of became lives at some point, and yeah, I haven't done those as often as I'd like to as of late. So, classic for real. Do you really think Burnham beats Adira? Oh, for worst character of all time? Oh, that's a good question.
And I'm back.
Yeah. Classic just asked a question. Do you really think that Burnham beats Adira? For worst character of all time? No, I think Burnham's a better character than Adira. Especially considering that Burnham has an arc and changes the character quite a bit. Adira kind of starts with a lot of potential and just fizzles away. So yeah, Adira I think is a much worse character. Yeah.
It's like it's kind of like a Pulaski versus a Shelby. It's like one they jam pack the story in a few episodes, and one they give a whole season. You know?
Yeah.
So not a direct comparison, of course, but like the depth of Burnham, she's given the center so much, so the worse is much more worse, but the better improves thoroughly, and you kind of feel that. Whereas Adira was a great start, mishandled, you both forget they're there, but also don't care they're there by the end because they sort of don't really serve a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm more null on Adira. Like I said, the annoyance of Burnham. I mean, you just can't go over season 1 of how bad the writing is of Burnham. Like it's just there's a reason why it was so bad, right? Like it's like Battlefield Earth or Mortal Kombat. Like the writing does not get better with time. Like they're still or The Room. They're definitively terrible. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy them because how bad they are, but they're terrible. Season 1 Discovery is terrible. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy it for the whatever factor, you know?
Yeah.
There are other criterion.
AC Costello says, "Where'd shipyards go off to?" I think you mean fleet yards. I mean, there would have been a ton of ships to possibly cover. Those were some of my favorites. Some of my favorites too, but views on them were were very low. And they didn't quite fire off like we liked, so they had to kind of go to the way of the dinosaur.
Yeah, we still did loads. I mean, we still did like 50 or 60. But yeah, I mean, you guys might have, but you guys didn't support them, which meant they were just a lost leader, and we can't do so many, and we went well past the lost leader problem. You know, but they were fun. I enjoyed the ones we did. Had loads of cool stuff. You know?
Yeah, we even changed the name of it to Trekyards Universe instead of Fleet Yards when we did our rebranding a little while ago. But we haven't really done anything in regards to those, so maybe someday they can come back. We just need a more stable, reliable income for that to be the case. So,
like I've got renders I did, I say 4 years ago. Really nice high-end Star Wars ships. I spent like part of one of my Christmas breaks. I think it was like 4 years ago. I just did like loads of R&D on that to do a nice, Star Wars thing. But then we did the Ebon Hawk video, which was a really fan favorite, like 2,500 views. I'm like, that is not worth the time I spent on even the renders for that. I mean, I can't afford to do those. I thought I was going to get at least 10k. I love the shippers, so.
yeah.
Oh.
Sergeant Montgomery, $11.
Oh, yeah.
Here's to 11 years and for many more. I appreciate you two for all the content. Never been to a sci-fi or Comic-Con. Hopefully Vegas 26. Yeah, you gotta attend a Comic-Con at some point, or it's a Star Trek convention specifically, because different feel. So
There are so few now.
Yeah,
because obviously they didn't license stuff after the Chicago and the destinations, so still obviously some fan ones, but it's odd that the lack of support for official conventions. But yeah, I mean, if we can go to Vegas, I would encourage anybody who can go to Vegas to go that year to not meet us, but like to do things and bobs. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Well worth it.
It was very expensive.
Dan Ben, £2. What are your favorite things that companies send you?
Sorry.
Well, to be fair, mine was the Playmobil Enterprise, which was like $600, $700. I made a video kind of dissing it, saying, "Is it worth it?" And I went through everything and kind of decided, nope, not really. So they sent me a message and said, "Hey, we saw your video, got 32,000 views. Would you like one in hand to review?" And I'm like, "Yeah, for sure." So they sent it to me. I reviewed it. Yeah, it was still not really worth that price. And I said as much in my reviews. I did 2 reviews, like a full length one and then a shorter one. And yep, it really wasn't worth the price. And since then, the price has dropped to where I said it should be. And I think that's just fucking hilarious. So there's that. And then, we get game codes. We got a game code for Resurgence when it came out and stuff like that. Like we've got a lot of really cool stuff in that regard. So,
but not as much as many other YouTubers. But we don't really go out to look for stuff either.
Yeah, a few people approach us and just say, "Hey." So, yeah.
I think game codes is right because when Resurgence was special because we knew them at that point, and that was like a really nice symbiotic thing. That was really fun.
We got to play it like a week or 2 before it came out. We couldn't really say anything about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That could be nice to get the adventures books. Yeah. The RPG books.
Oh, yeah, the Modifius.
Yeah. I mean, the Eaglemoss obviously was incredible when we got that.
Yeah.
That really, you know, ruined my living space because some of the XLs became accessible
Yeah.
and BSG.
Yep.
But that was obviously, you know, our fundamental best.
And Tomy, I mean,
Would be nice.
some Tomy support in the future. So
Would be nice. Because they're only going to do better and bigger things.
Classic Career says, how does the Tomy refit compare to the Polar Lights 1-351? Don't know. Haven't seen the Tomy refit in person yet. It's coming in November, late November, I think.
Yeah, that's
but it's the same. I mean, people have made some really nice refits. I've seen so many over the years. And yeah. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to
I mean, they're
compare.
always going to have flaws.
Yeah.
And it's always funny. I know lots of 3D modelers and people, and it's just so interesting how, especially things like the Connie, the refit, the D. If a 3D modeler in the community says, right, I'm going to make the definitive version, they spend, you know, 6 weeks building it, and they whatever. But 2 years later, someone says, I'm going to build a better one. It's like, but wouldn't have they done the full research? And there's only so much you can add, and yet they say, oh, these bits are now more accurate. Thinking, well, why didn't the first person do it if they had the same reference? Whatever. And there's always a reason, right? There's always a reason. Time, effort. I'm not going to spend 80 hours on this tiny detail because that's ridiculous. And the other person will, or a new plugin comes in, they can do it quicker, right? That sort of thing. So, making physical miniature, you know, it was embarrassing that Eaglemoss did the wrong bridge module for the refit. Embarrassing. But there was I don't know. There was probably a thing where like the factory made a mistake, and it's probably like, right, either we throw away 100,000 of stock and retool, spend another 80k, and then remake another 100k and lose the company a third of a million, or we deliver an inferior product that everyone's going to hate, but we do not lose any money. There was a reason, right?
Something happened with Tomy with the 350 TOS one, but the screw hole plugs, like Chris Heisman wanted them on the other side. He says that's a decision that's going to haunt him till the day he dies because they just got too far into the process and they couldn't retool it to change it without resetting all the dies and everything. It's just been too much of a hassle, so it had to go through the way it was. And it's not that they wanted it to do that. So,
and that's where it's often interesting, where you can comment on something and they know it as well. Especially when they tout the research and there's an obvious mistake. It's like, yeah, well, they probably know. And if they don't know, then maybe they shouldn't be doing it. But they probably do know something happened and they have to live with it as well. And they hope, because 9 out of 10 people don't, like, who bought the refit and didn't realize the bridge module was just wrong from Eaglemoss and just loved it. Right?
Yeah.
Or how many times Eaglemoss, like, there's a seam line and then a cell, and it's like, you don't need to do that. But again, they're saving money, effort, and making it affordable. You know, there's always that thing of, would you rather have a more expensive product that's better? Or is there a price that becomes too expensive? You know?
Yeah.
You know, well, okay, question to you all, and do answer if you can. Would you pay $150 for a HD remaster of DS9 Season 1? Because that's what it cost you at right. Right? Would you do that? Would you pay that if that was just for some reason the cost it really cost? Or would you only pay 50 and and every measure they have to cut to get that price you then have to deal with?
Yep.
Right? You know, it's like Babylon 5. They did redo all the video but not the CG, because it would have cost twice as much probably. Right? It's like there's always a reason.
Okay, look at our poll. We got 71 votes.
Yeah.
But the totals for percentages add up to 101%.
Fun.
I'm going to end the poll.
Yeah, we've really split them.
Who's your favorite Trekyards host? Both are awesome with 61%.
Good.
Second place is neither. We demand new hosts, 20%.
Bad.
And we both tied with 10% each, which is fair. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got a poll idea.
Yep. Ben says Lego said information on the new Lego Enterprise D is coming soon. I thought it would be a New York Comic-Con. It was not. Yeah, it will be soon because they said the release date is going to be um November 26th, Black Friday, whatever. So it's coming up fast. It's probably going to be the end of October that we'll get any information about it, or the beginning of November. But Sam, remember last time you were here and we had three TOS 350 scale enterprises on the kitchen table? That was a cool thing to see. And they're all different. They're all different in their own way.
Yeah, really interesting. Really, really interesting.
Yeah. They all lit up. They all, yeah, it's cool. It was mine, the one that I built,
Mhm.
the Tomy, and then my buddy Ross, who did a really fantastic job on his.
Who went the extra mile, but made some artistic choices,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
was really interesting. Yeah, that was great. Because remember, I filmed it, and you saw the bazaars spinning at different rates and different colors
Yep.
that were not visible by the eye, and that was like,
Yep.
oh, okay, the hell.
Yeah. Whenever I film mine, like the one I built with my phone,
Yeah.
the bizarre collectors spin the opposite way
Yeah.
than what
What
they
is
actually
that?
spin in real
What
life.
is that?
It's just a frame rate. It's like when you're in a car and looking at like beside another car, and
Ah,
it gets to a certain speed, it looks like the wheels
yeah,
just
yeah,
turning
yeah.
backwards for a second.
Didn't get it.
So yeah, I've posted videos of my Enterprise, and people are like
Mm-hmm.
your facades were fitting the wrong direction. They're not.
Mm-hmm.
In person, they're perfect. It's just the
Mm-hmm.
way that the shutter speed is on the phone makes it look like they're spinning backwards.
Makes no sense. Apart from makes
No.
sense. But real the
Yeah.
poll though, which I'm quite interested in you guys' response for.
Yes. For Trek merchandise, would you pay ultra for perfect, very high for close, medium cost for good, and cheap for nice and some good? And yeah, just with what's winning right now, that's why a lot of companies do what they do. They're not quite perfect, but they're good.
Yeah,
Good medium price.
what are your thoughts on that poll specifically? What would your votes be? And I didn't give
For the
specifics because it's different for every item. Like
yeah,
a communicator
yeah,
different to a big a miniature, so it's
yeah.
variable.
Medium cost for good is the answer because most people can afford it. Might be a stretch for some people. It might be super cheap for other people. The ultra, like there are reasons that the factory kit factory. What is the company that makes the like $25,000
Yeah. Factory
starships?
Entertainment? No,
Factory Entertainment.
maybe.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason those are $25,000 because they're like that ultra for perfect almost. Um, not everybody
They're
can
every
afford
bell
them.
and whistle. Because I looked at
Yeah,
the Voyager and it was like really bad. But they probably had like just coloring was awful, but work in progress. But like all the stuff is there, it just might be wrong currently.
yeah,
But it's
yeah.
all there. Yeah.
But it's for the not everybody can afford those. Clearly, like that's a car. That's the cost of a car. So
Well, let's be honest. That's for oil barons in Saudi Arabia who want it for their third bedroom.
or Terry Metalis.
Well, he'd get one for free. Because we're like, oh, Terry would have one, which is fair. I mean, but I don't think he'd pay that either. Yeah, I mean, it's. Oh, sorry.
Sean Sullivan, €2. Camel stockings, 11 years, no promotion. Off here. Yeah, Fleetpaw is not here. He hasn't been here for a
I'm
while.
so scared. Yes, but as someone who's as fan films, the budget ratio is difficult. When you start going ultra, it's kind of hard to go down to good or even medium. Um, uniforms
Yeah,
especially. I mean, you've seen the difference between all those things. A lot of the time, I can fix those with like color changes in post. The TNG ones we're wearing here, I would say the lowest grade, because they know they're the right fit, the right dimensions, the right color, but they look okay. But things like that, you change the color in post and it looks more like the real thing. You make it less dark, you can kind of save it a bit. But then you get the hero version, and it's like all the subtleties come into play with uniforms, how they're actually meant to be. All the things you don't necessarily know or notice come into play. Or like something as simple as like, I guess a question to you as well. If you had 4 first contact uniforms in front of you, right? So the greys. The Ultra was $500, but everything was a proper like grain, the texture, right? And it was actually your size, right? 500. 300, You don't get the grain, but you get the lines, so it feels right, just not with the detail. So it's a different fabric, but the colors are all right. 150, the colors are not right, but it's at least a nice fabric, but it's not as weighty. Or 50, and it's just plastic looking, but it's there.
What's 500 for me?
Because the texture is what sells. That's what goes to screen. That's the difference, and you can feel it. Yeah, that's why you can't go for a medium Rathacon, because the weight of the material is part of the cell.
Yeah.
So you can't go shitty fabrics, as it'll be wrong. So and there's only a certain level of expense, and putting together costs. Yeah. Yeah. So uniforms, you know, on a similar vein, you know, a phaser with lights, without lights. I mean, what do you pay for, right? Like the difference in price, you know, a 3D print versus a proper one. I mean, you know, are you okay with the lines with 3D print? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd we get on this topic? Talking about things
Tomy.
companies sent us.
Yeah, well, and Tomy and stuff, and just and how, you know, they make choices because of budget, you know, especially if they're given like, market research says people not pay more than 600, so we've got to keep it 600. Sir, this broke. We've got to fix it. Nope. Oh shit. Yep. That's it. That's the top margin, you know. And then if you spend how many years working on that thing, and then say, right, we've now lost 10% profit because we have to fix something, and you say, well, why did we? If we hadn't done it, we'd have made more money. It's like, oh, that's, you know, which is some of our videos, right? We'd have made more money if we didn't do it.
Yeah, but I'm glad we did it at the same time. Glad it's out there for people to find.
Most of the time. Somebody was like, oh, that was not worth the editing time. Oh. Poop. But most of the time. And then you get some surprise hits, right?
That's the thing, you don't know until you do it.
Don't know until you do it. Fucking Orville interview. 150,000 views. It's like, what?
And Orville's still our #1 fucking video on the channel. Not a Star Trek ship.
Well, not a canon Star Trek ship. Wow. Yeah, that'd be interesting, like a new review on that with a 3D model and break it down in comparison to a Trek ship. See what that would do.
Might be worth a redo. Might be worth a redo,
yeah.
Especially if we get an announcement that season 4 is coming out, be a perfect time to do that too.
Boy, filming in January. Yeah, that didn't film in January.
He wasn't lying. It was probably exactly what he was told, and things had to be pushed back.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, something would have come out if they've been filming it for secret for 9 months. Something would have. Yeah. Or is there a value of just suddenly springing it on people? Boom! New season will come next week. What?
Oh, it's definitely worth it, yeah, but try to keep that under wraps.
And Anthony wraps? What?
Sure.
Yeah. Guys, it's weird that we've like outlived some shows. Well, all of the Trek shows, but like before Orville, we're still here. We saw Discovery bloom in the eye, and then we died, and then we're still here.
Yep.
Oy.
Yeah. Sergeant Montgomery says, I'm still waiting on con chest t-shirt with Trekyards emblem. Well, they already make the con chest t-shirt. I don't think we could use that and just replace the emblem on the front with the Trekyards one. That'd be bad.
Lawyers might say hello there. Hello there.
Oh my.
Yeah, any other questions or thoughts, guys? I mean, we're certainly in the final bit. Let's get another. I mean, another. I'll be silly. I'd say another $11. I'll go as literal just for 11 years. You know.
Ooh.
One more 11 would be great. End us with a bang, as it were.
Yeah, Super Chat or PayPal, $11. Who can do it?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
If you look at the metrics, I mean, yeah, you know, that'd be great on either. will be fun. And yes, join us for the Drunk Yards. I'm sure we'll do a few pre-drinks because this pre-thing, which is fantastic, you know, pre-drinks that. And yeah, I definitely think we'll do in the PayPal some goals to look at old episodes. That sounds like a really fun idea. So not super chat, PayPal, because better for everyone, and we can look at some old clips. That'd be really fun. That'd be really fun. You know, do a commentary of our commentary of a episode Discovery. Or a trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, or just have one of you pick a
Trekyards
whoever
episode.
PayPal's.
Yeah.
Yeah, pick a Trekyards episode that was one of your favorites and have us revisit it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Live. That'd
Yeah.
be fun.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah. Sean, thoughts on Andromeda? Yeah, I mean, season 3 is fantastic. The one where they get the Commonwealth ships back is great. Season 5 is trash, but they sort of know it's trash because it's like, what the hell happened? A lot of great stuff in it. A lot of really good stuff and good chunk of mediocrity. But great ship, great uniforms. I would really love Andromeda uniform and Force Lance. I had one for a bit, but it wasn't actually mine, so I didn't really have it. But I liked the Force Lance. I used it in one film when I was at school. Yeah, I really like the Andromeda uniform. Of course, no one makes them because, you know, no one cares. But I would like one. Don't know if you can envision. Google Andromeda uniform. See what you think.
You're telling me?
Yeah. I guess. God.
Yeah, it's reminiscent of Battlestar Galactica, the original, with the buckles and stuff.
With the buckles, yeah. I mean, the red one's garish. It's more the black with the. Yeah. I quite like it. It's quite distinct.
I do too. I want an original Colonial Warriors one.
Oh, that's so textured.
The original Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
I love that.
I know people are very like proud when these are conventions because they're so hard to get or make. I mean, you don't really get them, do you? You just make them to bring them out. It's always a fun posse. But I've always liked the High Guard uniform. But, you know, if you want a good replica.
Yes.
It's like special. It's like leathers and. Yeah.
AC Castillo, you've seen the JJ verse come into existence and disappear into canon. That's an entire timeline that's come and gone. Yep.
Yeah, that's that. Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Dan Ben, 2 pounds.
Oh.
What are your top 5 favorite Star Wars ships?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I hate these top 5.
I know you do.
What's your favorite questions? Because there's.
In no particular order. I mean, Ebon Hawk, Millennium Falcon, X-Wing, Republic Gunship, and Jedi Starfighter for Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, Falcon, X-Wing. I can't remember the name of the ship. It's in The Mandalorian. It's like a transport ship of some kind. I can't remember.
All on then board and blow up.
Yeah. An Imperial one. I just like the way it looks. I think it's a cool ship.
Kind of whale, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's a fun shot. Would you put Star Destroyer in top 25?
Probably.
Yeah, me too.
My Star Destroyer would be way higher than the Venator or whatever the fuck it is.
Yes, that would be your lowest 5.
Yeah, it's just garbage.
Does
ATST count? Because I love the ATSTs.
No.
It's not a ship? Okay.
No. I mean, you could totally convert it into a ship in fairness, but also in fairness, it was not a ship, so no. You're welcome.
Let me see. There's a few variations of Star Destroyers that are kind of cool. There's a lot of cool Star Wars ships, though, so I don't know. It's such a tough question because no matter what, I'm going to get it wrong. I'm going to say 5, and then like later I'll be like, oh my god, I should have said that one. So
yeah, but Ebon Hawk is always going to be a special one for me. And I'm very excited to see that properly in a film because, you know, I've done stuff and things and bobs, and it'd be nice to actually
I gotta add the E-wing. Gotta mention the E-wing. I
Ooh,
like
which
the
was the
E-wing
E-wing?
quite a bit.
Oh yeah, oh, that's such a
There's a few different variations of it, but
yeah.
oh, and the Tidarium, the shuttle.
Yes,
Like that's absolutely one that I gotta
one of
put
our
up there.
very earliest episodes of that star because it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that would take a long time to actually sort out the true top 5
Mm-hmm.
because yeah.
Well, as I mean, maybe we'll do it with the rankings. That you need to throw us them, and then put in a ranked order, and then rank the top ranks, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
almost like a it goes 2 sides.
Brackets.
Thank you. Yeah, like a bracket. But you do the best of the best because there's so many like really strong Star Wars designs, so you could totally do that.
I sent you something on Facebook Messenger. That's the ship I was trying to describe. The one that was in the Mandalorian.
Oh no, I know.
electric
Yeah, I know.
design.
I totally know which one it was.
Oh, you did know. Okay.
Yeah,
I
that
just I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah. No, it's not a very interesting name as far as I can recall. Yeah, it's blocky because it was animated as you obviously saw, and then they put it into Mandalorian as a fun reference. Yeah, it's cool. It's you guys know. You guys know.
Yeah. It's a good question, Dan, but annoying question for me because I'll eventually just forget something. But it has to be on there. Yes, the Lambda shuttle classic for real. Yes. Shuttle
Classic.
Tidarium.
Yeah. No, it's that'd be a good live action movie, like bracketing. What is the best of the best? Mm.
Yeah, and we should probably do that actually because
It'd have to be you and me separate because we're not going to agree, which is fine. But you're.
well, we could make it fan or viewer's choice. They submit, we put it in the bracket. Submit another one, we put it in the bracket. We decide which one is better, or they do, and it could be like community choice as to which one.
I mean, that was great with the people. Which Star Wars ship wins? I mean, yeah, which yeah, I'd be interested in that.
Well, yeah, we're gonna do more of those obviously, and Star Wars ships is a natural fit. So
Star Wars
do that.
characters, Star Wars villains. Actually, that'd be interesting. Star Wars characters, prequel, sequel, and classic. We'd have to like outlaw the main cast. Because like, is Luke or Vader just gonna win by default? Because Luke, everyone loves Luke, but Vader's more interesting, obviously, like definitive. But we all have our personal preferences, but they're just like iconic beyond belief.
But I think Han Solo would also like possibly edge those out for a lot of people. So,
but then if you look at him, he's not really in the third one meaningfully. So he's only got 2 films of appearances, and Vader has more, and the shows, and you know what I mean. He's cooler, but got way less to him than Vader for sure.
Yeah, you can't use Vader because Vader's got such a.
What I'm saying, like he's so right,
yeah.
Ultra S. Yeah, it's like you have to do best villains in Star Wars, and then you keep like Maul, Vader, and Palpatine out for the first like hour. Like, see, because that's fair. See who wins otherwise.
Sean O'Sullivan, €2. Can Oberth be retrofit to define its standard?
Wow, you went deep with that. I mean, I think the better question is if your mother had wheels, which would be a wagon.
Your grandmother.
Well, look, what I said was totally original, Stuart. Copyright me today.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha.
No, but offensively, yes.
Offensively, yes.
No, as in you could add all the offensive abilities in, yes, but doesn't mean you couldn't have the movability, the shielding, the systems, the power flow, but you could put quantum launchers and pulse phasers. Yes. Yeah. But you couldn't do the whole package. Which is why it's kind of odd that they don't have just gunboats in Trek. I mean, Akira vibes that way, but it's not literally, but just have, this ship has 45 torpedo launchers. Good luck.
Yeah.
It would be a strong contender for just winning. Charlie Sheen it. Exactly. But yeah, final super chat, guys. On this anniversary, we've got one PayPal strip, which we'll walk to end on, but we're 3 away from a number. I will say that. I've got a few minutes left. But thank you all very much. And would you guys be interested in seeing a new background sponsored background before Christmas, where I take it down, you responsor a ship, I do new renders of those that haven't been done, you pick the orientation. Would you guys be interested in sponsoring for that? Stow ships can be a thing, you know.
I got the name of the cruiser that I was talking about. Sorry.
Yeah.
Imperial Gazanti class cruiser. The Gazanti class. Yeah.
Gesundheit.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, let us know if you guys would be interested in doing a new backdrop thing. That'd be cool.
Part of me says as well, like, do it to scale, just for lols.
To scale.
Exactly.
No.
That's what I mean, yeah. But like, the bigger scale, the more money after Super Chat to sponsor it, because it ruins the chart. It's like 100, you get a Borg cube, but it fucks the chart, right?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, but like 100 helps the channel obviously a lot. But can you imagine, like, this is just Borg cube behind my head for like a year? And then this is like, the shuttle! Oh, the shuttle! And so the most lovely of you can keep ruining it higher and higher. Yeah, it'd be a whale pro. Just the whole thing's a whale pro, but everything's fucking tiny. Oh, that'd be terrible. Vija cloud. Smoke. A Borg cube. Everything else.
But we do we do have a PayPal from Classic for Real.
God.
And he says, okay, fine, but I'm expecting a review of an anime girl for this. Because he put in $11. Or at least do a review of the Duderstad class CGI model. I like the Duderstad class.
Oh, that CGI model, eh? Dude, the polygons on the docking bay are real bad. Remind us on our drunk yards, and we'll certainly cover that.
Yes.
But remind us.
All right, guys. I think we'll call it there. Thank you so much for watching and playing along.
Yeah. And for being here for all the
11
many years, as ludicrous as that is.
Yep.
Absolutely ludicrous. You're welcome. Well, we wouldn't be here without you, but you like hell wouldn't be here without us. So, you know, nice combined thing.
And be sure to join us the last weekend of the month, the 26th, which is a Sunday, for our Drunk Yards Anniversary Edition hangout.
Yes.
It should be more fun because we'll be drinking. So
yes. And earlier in the day.
Yes.
A fun to be had, as you guys know. Oh, God, Gonzalo, coming at the end. You know the timings, though, of normal lives. Crazy man.
If you don't, you should.
Well, it's true.
Because we've been doing it for a few years now.
Couple of years. Well, see you guys soon. Very soon, I'm sure. Enjoy our content the weekend. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Thad. Oh, I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Oh my God. And yawning over there. That's Commander Cockings.
He's got a Foley.